Hello, hello. When longer sick? Still a little bit. I'm feeling it's like I'm basically normal, but I think it's still not very good for me to talk a lot, yeah. So I try to not talk a lot. But yeah, I just got a cold like, right after the stream, which was pretty annoying. I got moved by the weather basically, because it was getting a little bit warmer, yeah. So I just took a shower before the stream. And then I didn't keep warm properly. I didn't wear the extra layers. I basically wore my sleepwear while doing this stream. And then immediately after ending stream, it's like I don't know how, yeah, it was feeling completely fine during the stream. And then immediately after ending the stream, like 2 minutes later, I have a headache. And then the day afterwards, I have a cold. So, and if you have been here since 2021, then you know what happened the last time I streamed when it was, when my throat was having problems. It was not very good. I ended up with like a long-term throat infection, some problems for like several years. It was not pleasant. I just be extra safe. I would just be extra safe whenever like I have some throat issues. But yeah, essentially it was just me being stupid. Like, yeah, showering at night and then not keeping warm properly and being stupid. It's fine. Slime boss. That is unpleasant. But the left part has no shop and also no fire and also no pivot. So the moment you walk into here, you are forced to fight all 3 elites. Only 1 fire and less shop. So not super safe. The other way is maximum 2 elites, and the first elite is also still on floor 6, so you don't even get the fire. If you want to get your upgrade, then it's a 1 elite act. At the very end, you cannot get more than 1 if you don't fight a floor 6 elite, which is just really unpleasant. So you can choose option 3. The problem with option 3, like Curse for Regardless in this map, yeah, is that if it low rolls, there's like nowhere to go. Guess we go here. 1, 2, 3 and go here, and then elite here forces to somehow and then go this way. How many hours do I sleep? If I sleep well, then probably something like 8 plus 2, maybe 7 plus 2. Yeah, 2 sleeps a day. The long one is 7 hours, the short one is at 2, maybe 1.5. Yeah, the other choice is Common Relic, but Common Relic, if it gets nothing, then it's not. It doesn't suddenly mean that this part is better or anything. Yeah. The problem with Curse for Regardless is that if we get a low roll here, there's actually a really big risk to die. Because you are forced to go to all 3 fights with the Curse, and also the Regardless might not even be a good thing. And then here, if the Curse is so bad, you need to go here and remove, because taking 2 advanced swords with the Curse is also not a good thing. Yeah? Immediately you're getting forced into floor 6 elite, and the advanced sword and floor 4. Is that worth the risk? Because the other option is just trying to brute force the left part, because the portion, if you dodge the whole act, then you might not even be strong enough to beat this guy at the end. I just outside him with the 720 months, visual. Maybe I have been sick. But yeah, it's the Ironclad and the slime boss. Yeah, it was always time. The tail was always time. This map is dangerous. We could just die here. But none of these options give me like confidence that I can take the most aggressive path here in the act. And I think if we are doing only 2 elites, I would prefer Common Relic over Choose a Card. Even if Common Relic is nothing, we go here, we probably can brute force this. But yeah, this is not Curse for Regardless time. This map is just not really a thing for it. Yeah, this map for Curse for Regardless is just not working. Of course you can high roll and you win instantly and you click the other thing you run as the most garbage thing ever and then you lose. But the chance of Curse for Reckless going wrong in this layout is way too high for me to accept. To just get the high roll potential of like 37 or 50 depending on your perspective. Oh, that's pretty good. Long-term value though. Short-term value not actually that good. So the risk of dropping that to the slime boss is still here. Yeah? But this Relic is an insane long-term. It's just that, yeah, of course, like, we have a roadblock right here in front of us. And first of all, the first major roadblock is right here, like floor 6. I don't think any path makes sense, and it's like going this way makes no sense, as we always go to this node. Which means like, starting here doesn't matter. But yeah, this Relic doesn't actually give you output, you know. So if your deck sucks and in the easy hallway fights, like, this Relic doesn't really help you that much in easy hallway fights compared to Defect or the other three really. Like Ironclad starting with better prep, your hallway or easy hallways, you're probably still taking the same damage, maybe taking even more sometimes. But on Defect you're like invincible, on Silent you're invincible, on Watcher you're invincible when you get this Relic from easy hallways. But Ironclad doesn't get that much stronger, you know, with this on floor 1. I mean, as you can see right here, like what the hell do we even do? The Joggle is still staring at me, you know. 45 HP is also a bad number. Because 45 HP means that if you bash here and you buff next turn, you still don't have lethal on turn 3. 44 you have lethal, 43 you have a higher... You have a more likely lethal. But 45 is terrible. Of course 46 is max. Double defense here, and it does the thing, it buffs next turn we can get like Giga on. And we know for sure that we have 2 strike at least. I think I double defense. Yeah, 44 and below I bash. Like here we never have lethal, like this turn. Battle is not so bad though if we can kill next turn, which looks like we can. So at the end of the day, only taking what, 6? Combo over Struck or the thing, or you can take Struck and claim that, you know, Struck is much better in these nodes, which is true. Struck is much better in these nodes. And the Pommel Strike is not actually super giga efficient damage. Yeah. With the artifact pod as well, the North fight becomes a bit easier to brute force. So you can and the Pommel is definitely better than Slime Boss though. And we don't have that much time to pick up early game damage, yeah, in this run. You can also skip this. If you're strong enough to fight these, you do this way and then you just fight this elite. Or you can even be ambitious, go here and then maybe attempt to do this part. Because like, this shop is a much better position than this shop, you know, if you don't need the super early game power. Like, because the moment you want to this shop, you actually have enough gold to buy a common relic, shop relic. How likely is it I can get Pommel upgrade here? 2 fires the act, yeah? And the fires after the elite. I'll say 30, yes. Also, I have not even grinded for this like too much, you know, like this one. Since I came back to Ironclad, I have played 41 runs. And the streak is 30. But yeah, the annoying thing about the struck is that we can get into a position that suddenly there's no... Suddenly I cannot kill like a bullet. That's really the only concern, you know. It's like, otherwise this card is just better in so many ways. I guess this opens speed, strike, and anger a little bit better, like common damage. But taking a Pommel doesn't mean that you can deal with these flaws and healing. If you take the strike, you're probably going to be full HP for the most part into the elite. Like the whole way fight should go decently well. On Jabang name on the 730 month special. It's probably still promo. No? I think it's probably still promo. Because the most garbage of the low roll is when we don't have enough damage to kill it, to brute force the elite. Yeah? Even if you enter with full HP, 1 to Lagavulin, you die. Or even sentries. Sentries, Struck is a pretty good kind of sentry, but you still need damage to kill the first one anyway. Yeah? Otherwise, you add the Struck, you're just taking more damage regardless. If you cannot kill one. It's probably just promo still. Yeah, like you see Struck in here already saving HP. Because triple block in this turn is a complete utter nonsense. There's no kill, yeah, so we just take 4. Next one could take 1. It didn't take 1. I mean, that's kind of why I take the pommel over the Struck. You could claim that you take Struck in the body slam, but don't really think that's going to work, yeah. At least not in the slime boss, I cannot this early. So you cannot take this and your damage is still base deck if you take the Struck. And you see like some damage raise, suddenly you have issues. I was probably 2 pods, still 2 pods. This bot is okay. The taunt spot is replaceable. Shuffling this, like, how is it? Shuffling this 15, 18 like clean, yeah? And if we top deck a strike, then next time I guess you can still double defend. I guess next time we double defend then. I'm still full HP at the moment. And if I fail to kill next time we have 3 defense. So we will always leave this fight with full HP. No, seriously though. You see what I mean, right? When I say that I click the pommel strike, because the absolute worst case is that we don't actually have damage beyond the base deck, yeah. And then you take the Struck right now, like what on earth are you doing? I mean, honestly, I still don't know what I am doing right now though, with the pommel strike, because suddenly now this portion looks extremely dangerous. But this shot is like so annoying. But I think we still need to go this shot because 2 floors are just skips. And we just get no cut. What do you think with the Prime Set in 12 months? Full year? Thank you very much. Chill a lot. Yeah, gonna buy a Relic, you just go to the shop and buy an attack over because I have no interest in stepping into advanced forwards with this deck. So we go to the shop and maybe buy some. Most definitely we'll buy a card. But we have enough gold to buy a card and a potion. I guess we will just play for the short term. Because the initial floor is not good enough. So I will spend all my gold here probably buying like immediate boost. An uncommon card and a potion could be bought with this much gold. And then we do 2 elites to get to slime boss and we hope for the best. And then claim the bear prep long term value is good enough. Because going this way is not it's definitely not a thing, and with just a pommel strike base deck and none of these mega stronger. And yeah, no interest in fighting this. If we take these 2 fights, usually what happens is that I actually cannot even fight this, we have to dodge here. And I don't want to do that. Just to get a slightly better shot, we have to dodge an elite and then immediately low roll chance already here. I know I'm full HP, but this HP disappears very quickly. I just go here. Okay, I guess we just don't have anything. But even the 2 attacks he also brick. And we have no good potion here either. So just panic button or what? The other choice is we can exchange 1 potion for the energy pot and so take a remove. Because energy pot can play a little bit with pommel, so I can play a little bit with barrel prep. It is output. How on earth do we kill like a wooden? Like I'm just asking, yeah? Like at least I need 2 floors and at least in 2 floors, and now we can brute force. Sentries will freaking hurt. But if we can preserve HP in here, I don't think we die from 75 most of the time, especially with the transport. How on earth do we kill like a bully? Right, I guess I have a pommel strike over the Struck. That's that, and we can transport. If we transport Lagavulin with this deck, yeah, it probably deals a 12 damage. Unfortunately, it probably deals 12 damage. And yes, we can artifact the Lagavulin, get 2 decks, and Panic Button blocks 2 rock on turn. It probably is just Panic Button and leave. Yeah? Panic Button is also good with the Battle Prep and in the advanced hallway, but this is not. It's a very unpleasant position, even though we started very Prep and I'm currently full HP. It's an extremely unpleasant situation because I don't have damage. Like even 3 card rewards and the shop, yeah, and we still don't have any decent damage at all. It's only a Pommel Strike. At least I picked a Pommel Strike on floor 1. Okay, any button. And then nothing here improves my situation, so we leave. And hopefully this is not the worst thing ever, because we need HP to get through this fight. Oh, this fight is not the best thing to see when you don't have damage, I can tell you that. Well, this is definitely not the thing you want to see when you don't have damage. I mean, there are a lot of good things still, but this is not one of the good fights. Point chance 50%. The problem, the thing is that this transport and this fight actually can save HP. It's unfortunate, but just getting like 3 or 6 bit better can save quite a bit. And point chance is 50%, but I think we actually need to transport against the elite if this doesn't drop a good attack. Unfortunately, like it's just how it goes, you know. It's my sentry's damage a little bit. It deals a 9, maybe 12 damage to Lagavulin, and it could be enough to make us not die on floor 6. And yes, like I already talked about this. Yeah, this is the only way. Honestly, this is the only realistic way that I lose a run nowadays on, at least on Ironclad. If the game doesn't let me play, then I die. The last Ironclad World Record also ended exactly the same way. I didn't get to play and then I die. Like essentially a forced death to slime boss. We go to like 16 floors and there's absolutely no way to kill slime boss. And going today with full HP, I still die. And right now the game is certainly trying its best to not make me play, yeah? Like we have bricked like every single thing, you know, until now, even though I have full HP. It's a reason to bash. Drawing Bastard is also not good, because unless you are taking 18 to the face and just Bash Strike, because if we Bash Strike, we can get a split next turn. If I Bash Strike here 17, next turn we can do 31, yeah. So we split on 20, which is still not good. Holy crap, 20 is so bad. Playing like triple defense here and then doing some garbage like Pommel Strike, Panic Button next turn is also not the greatest thing. But lining up the Bash with the split is just not possible unless we Bash Strike this turn. But then the split is still 20 and I take 18 to my face immediately. Oh dear. This is not freaking playable without a taunt spot though. Is this fight playable without a taunt spot? Is this fight playable with a taunt spot? Because just off of the thing, yeah, is that if you change the split from 20 to 17 and 17, you actually can kill a small slime. So just by using taunt spot and taking the full 18 in your face right now, yeah, and split next, and you can actually maybe have a fight that's not too painful after the split. But like blocking here, what on earth does blocking here lead to? Yeah, what on earth does blocking here even lead to? Also, I'm pretty sure we cannot use the artifact pot here, yeah? Even though it could block something, because right now... Actually, can we not? Because the knob is... Damage against the knob, yeah? Panic Button lines on one of the big hits. If it's not lining on the big hits, it's not going to be played. So let's just assume even Panic Button completely bricked is still only 8 into 24 into 24, and it's only 56 damage. And 56 is something we can actually handle. But the much bigger threat is actually the other 2 fights, because those fights will get you more than 56. Yeah? When the deck is this bad. You walk into sentries and Lagavulin, you get giga destroyed. And in that sense, the transport might even be more valuable than an artifact pod if the artifact pod plays with panic button and against the knob. So what does this mean? What does this actually mean? It probably means I play 3 defense here and just play this fight slow. Yeah, because if it uses a potion here, it's probably artifact pod. It's an unfortunate situation. Is that normally transport is freaking garbage on the next one. And here we are, you know. But I think that this transport is actually necessary for me to not walk into Sentry and then lose like 70 HP, walk into Lagoblin and not die from 4. But it'd be nice when the 725 months special lot. Okay, so that probably means triple defense. And then I can maybe see a situation where we can do 21 damage next turn and then lining up like potentially redraw the bash sometimes. It's freaking... It's dreamland really. Realistically it doesn't really happen, you know, but you know, maybe it can. Other choice is I guess another choice to set up the split would be something like single defense here and we deal 12 damage with the double strike, and the next time we deal 21, yeah? So it's set it down to 33 and then the panic button also lines up next turn because the turn afterwards I can split. Could be the best line. Even if I bottom deck exactly the pommel next turn, yeah, and then we still have triple strike here, so we can put it down to 38, and then the turn afterwards we have the pommel strike to split. Because right now I don't really see any version of the fight where we can split nicely. Unless we, you know, I panic button next turn, then we split the turn after. Gonatis and when the Prowler and 38 months special on. And yeah, the green slams are extremely aggressive after splitting. So if you split them on like 22 or something, it's a massive difference from 17, 18. The split on 22, you probably take extra 15 damage to your face on average because it just attack you and you cannot kill one immediately. So is the double strike better than the bash? I'm pretty sure I played one defense here only and take 13. Because of the initial line, the bash strike in here doesn't work. It splits on 20 and 20 is like, still kind of not good enough. And in that line, I don't get to use panic button very nicely. Also, I'm taking 5 extra damage. But the line I'm going for is that defend into a double strike, and the next turn we can deal 21 damage with the pommel into double strike, and 21 plus 12 33, and 33 exactly does not split. Then we have a turn for, well, hopefully a draw, good split. Cannot really be better than that, right? Because I play... Yeah, if I play bash, then what happens? If I play bash, then we can... Pommel does like 31 next turn, that's too much. And then triple strike 35, that's also too much. Okay. So we defend and play 2 strikes. Eh? The line looks extremely unusual. It's not the first thing that comes to your mind, you know. It's really not the first thing that comes to your mind, you know. When you look at this hand, you think that you play 1 defend and 2 strikes. But I think that is what we do. Because otherwise, I don't really see a way that this fight actually progresses, that we don't get the Giga on. That is probably the line. Let's double check. The expected outcome next turn is like, yeah, we draw pommel and we draw everything here. 21 damage. 21 plus the 12 is 33, and 33 exactly does not split. And next turn we have the panic button to just full block. And the turn afterwards we can go in. Hopefully it does 18 again next turn, by the way. That would be probably the best case because then we don't have to deal with the slimes. Valve is not the best. But yeah, this panic button here, I don't think that affects this panic button. The problem is that next turn I could just draw defense and slimes and then we are like ultra set, yeah. Okay, triple strike. So we split on 17. And I mean here you see like the difference between splitting on 17 and splitting on even 18, yeah? If the split is 1 bigger, you see how hard we get on here, right? But we're still on 17, so 17 actually can kill this and we only take 8. And all because I set up on turn 1 like that, yeah, we play the line that, you know, like 1 defend, 2 strike. That actually allowed the split to happen, otherwise we can never get the split. And then I block like maybe 10 extra on turn 1, probably never allow the triple defend there. But I'm pretty sure the line I played was the best one. That's good. It's still bad, by the way. Deck still freaking sucks. But we preserved both potion and only lost 50 dead HP. Oh dear lord. Oh, don't save me. It's probably Thunderclap. Yeah, it's looking at this, I don't really see how this is not Thunderclap. Unless you tell me it's like freaking Flex Artifact Pot 1-5. The problem with this Flex is that we simply don't have upgrades for both the Flex and the Pommel, unless you tell me that suddenly these fours go well. And yes, the Flex Artifact actually allows you to kill Lagavulin. It also probably kills sentries. Against the Nob though, not the best thing to kill the Nob with. And into the Slam boss, I would assume that the Thunderclap is better than the Flex most of the time, unless the Flex is green. But I mean, of course, the green Flex also comes with the cost of another upgrade. We're still on Taunt spot. So the... I would say the Thunderclap usually leads to the deck being slightly better. If you're scared of dying from 60 to the elite, then maybe we should take the Flex. Because as I said, yeah, the Nob cannot kill us from 60. It is not possible for the Nob to kill me from 60. It cannot deal that much damage. It can only deal 56. And sometimes the Penny Button full blocks on Wicked and we are like Giga Chilling only take around 40. The threat of the other two fights, though, particularly the Lagavulin, is massive. So next upgrade, yeah, freaking rest, that's my upgrade. That's why I don't really like this Flex too much, because we simply just don't have an upgrade for it. And then it just leads to a very unpleasant situation, yeah? But the Thunderclap, we brute force the thing and then rest is not such a horrible spot. It's still bad. It's still bad. So how high is it? How high are the chances that you want to delete just freaking die from 60? Let's think about it like a Wolverine fight a little bit, yeah? Am I unpickable? No. Ama is pickable. I don't think it's as good as Thunderclap though, because the whole point of Ama, you cannot really freaking block, right? It's not kid yourself here. The only fight you can block is sentries, but then in the sentries, Thunderclap is probably still stronger than armaments anyway. And the so you pick the armaments to get a little bit of damage scaling, but you just get your freaking vulnerable, it's stronger. And then if you want your damage scaling, then yeah, the artifact pot flex, artifact pot flex is stronger than Ama anyway in the elite fight. For one floor. And then afterwards it becomes worse because, you know, armaments, you can dream a scenario, yeah, that, you know, the elite somehow goes really well. As you draw perfect and Nob, you get a big hit turn 3, the panic button, and then you can kill the Nob on turn 4 or something, you take like essentially no damage. You can dream, and then you upgrade the armaments, and you have mega prep armaments, pommel strike armaments, and boom, whole deck is green, everything good. Yeah, I don't dream though. I don't really dream that scenario, yeah, so it probably will not happen. Even though, yes, speaking of long term, if you pick one of the cards here, armaments is the thing that stays relevant the most. Especially with the Relic and the card we already have, yes, the armament is just the most relevant later. In fact, it could be more relevant like 2 floors from now compared to the other 2 cards. I'm freaking dying, no? Oh, maybe it's actually just flexes. Freaking the Lagavulin is not playable. It's like Thunderclap is better than Sentries, I think. I still think Thunderclap is better than Sentries even with the 2 strength potential permanent. But because it makes the mastery draw also not the bad thing, you know. And AoE is still AoE, and we do have Torn Spot as well to have a little bit of supplementary AoE against the Sentry. It's not the best thing, but it's there. But the Lagavulin, if we... The vulnerable is just dependent on when you draw the attacks, and then the taking Thunderclap means that you're actually... It's just putting all your eggs in one basket, you know. If you're vulnerable turn miss, you die. Because the moment you go to -2, the vulnerable is already worse. Yeah, if you go to... When you go to -2 strength, the vulnerable is already worse, you know, than the flex. This is such an unpleasant situation, but I sure, okay, flex artifact. Quite not. Yeah, screw me, I guess, but yeah, flex artifact pot. That's how we do this fight. And then, you know, everything's terrible and there's no less shot in here to even trying to find new artifact here, and then slime boss is freaking here and everything sucks, but you know, for now, I just not die here first. I'm freaking sentries. Ah, flex artifact is here. If I panic button this turn, it means the next turn you will get owned, but I don't care. Wizard of Gods, thank you for the 31 months, special lot. What's the order? I think I artifact first and then flex works immediately, right? Yeah, if I artifact pot first and I flex, I get the thing immediately, yeah? Yeah, I get the 2 strength immediately and you can still play the panic button. If I get the order wrong, I get owned, but I'm pretty sure this is the correct order. Artifact pot first and then flex. I mean, honestly, actually the other way is fine too. Is you flex first, you play your attack, and you play panic button at the end, and then you do the artifact pot at the end of the turn. It always works. Because this debuff is one time only, and it doesn't actually come back with the thing. So I guess you can drink artifact pot any time, just play the card in the correct order. You got think of the silent format, special lot. Oh yeah, okay, so artifact pot into flex, and then we go bumpo arm. Unless you tell me that somehow this fight is good enough with this draw. Because with this draw we do... With this draw we actually do a decent amount of damage. This is already 27 damage to the side. And then we can kill with Torn Spawn, and you save artifact pot for the flex of the slime boss. If you claim that, you know, slime boss is looking so incredibly dangerous that we need to save resources now, because I don't actually have many card rewards left until the slime boss itself. And there's going to be 4 permanent strength slime boss, which actually is like, very, very good. Yeah. The problem with that line is that this fight will hurt a lot. And then you do have 2 relics, maybe 3. Okay, it has to be 3. We always have to fight the second elite, no matter whether you like it or not. So we will have 3 more relics before slime boss and a bunch of card rewards and maybe 1 or 2 upgrades. Yeah, this fight is just not really a thing, right? Without a thing. Next time I cannot even block for yeah, because I'm playing panic button this time. Okay, fine. So we drink both pots probably, but maybe not this. I don't know yet though. Damage definitely could matter, and I don't really want to stay in this fight for long. And the next time the liquid bronze would be relevant would be maybe into the second elite, yeah? That would be like, yeah, like a Wolin, maybe 6 damage. Hopefully by the time we have like better damage. And I can certainly see some thresholds where this spot work right here. Like what thing about the Prime in 10 months special lot? At the time some now probably not. So we should probably just bring both pots. Yeah, we should probably just bring both pots. Like promo draw, no, that's the thing. There's nothing I draw into here that makes me not drink 2 potions. It simply doesn't exist. Your deck has no cards. I mean, you can see the draw power here. Like, what do you draw? Strike or defend? So yeah, we just artifact pot into reflex and then open board. Ring. This is 27, 14, 15. 14, 15, 2 strikes kill anyway, so we hit this guy for maybe +1. I think defense is good. Because next turn all defense are worthless. We always draw 2 strike next turn, so we just take 10. Always kill the side one. I think I do taunt spawn anyway. Okay, they draw 3 strike. Drawing 3 strike is good because first of all we spend all 3 energy, and secondly I do have a guaranteed defense next turn. Which is definitely the better draw. So how is this? 8 and then... Is this taking 3 already, yeah? We do 11, 30. 30 over 2 turns, strikes 8 and almost 11. Not likely. We probably still hit this guy. Ow. This fight will hurt, by the way. Oh, especially if we draw like this. That's all my real cards. Oh, I mean, we take 10 next turn. Putting strike here doesn't lead to a kill ever. Yeah? We still hit this guy and kill this guy in 2 turns because does, you know, when he hits me again, I have no defense left. Oh, actually draw the 1 defense here. So if we draw pommel here, we can kill this right now. I mean, sure. We waste a lot of damage, but you know, it's fine. Ow. Hopefully no more attacks. Oh god. Okay, destroy 3 energy worth of attacks, and then we can strike here. So with how, yeah, perfect relic. That's exactly what we need to kill slime boss. So I only took 25 with 2 potion use. I took 25. That is pretty good. It doesn't kill slime boss by any means, but you know, it does significantly improve my damage output, and it also makes these fights better. We just pick up an Ironclad. Guys, we just pick up an Ironclad. You hear the sentries are here again. I mean, we are farming these fools, right? Like, what can they even do? Yeah, we're farming these fools, and we have like... Oh god. We have the panic button. Hopefully the pommel doesn't draw panic button. If it does draw panic button, I'm sad. If it draws the Ironclad, we just play it right away. So how is this? The flexing mollet in here is only 23 damage, which is very unpleasant. And yes, there's a 2 of 7 at bottom deck amulet, and if that happens, well, it sucks to be me, I guess. The absolute worst case is I bottom deck both the bash and the amulet, and then suddenly I cannot even kill this guy if I don't put a strike here now. But the good case is that we just draw the amulet twice and the fight ends. Does it go in? No. I mean, you can check. If you are on PC, you can hover. You can see. Also, it didn't glow. So no, it didn't go in. Drawing another strike here is not good, no? Because now if we draw both of these together, we cannot even get damage on. So they take a... Because taking 10 extra damage in here is also 1 full turn of bricks, you know, later. It's like we kill one of them, you know, to not take 10 2 turns from now, but in exchange we take 10 immediately. I don't really think so, right? And we can skill pot as well. Point chance right now is 1, 2, 3, 4 fights? 5 fights? 5 fights, 3 pots, so we have only 30%, yeah? But we can rest 1 here and then can still upgrade the amulet. And then in this fight, we better play amulet plus, I hope that we can heal. Oh, picking? No. Do not do that. The information is better than no information. And don't try to be too smart. We are not strong enough to win every single hallway. Let's just put it that way. If you're so incredibly strong in hallway fights that you just want to farm every single hallway, so you're on defect and you have like Giga Sustain, you just need to find cards to win. Okay, sure, you can skip Zuzu. This run though... getting ambushed by an advanced hallway in question mark where I don't want an advanced hallway because I need to manage my HP like very tightly. It's probably not going to be the best idea. only fan here and if the Immolate is like so bad though. It's not the worst because you know bash next turn, Immolate turn afterwards they can still kill and after one, but the other two just don't die. And then we take like 10 here, 10 there. Yeah, like at half HP I have a burn, yeah? And then I'm already going down to 31 but I still have a potion. Eh. Putting one strike doesn't even lead anywhere, so I don't even think I play the one strike. Okay, panic button, Immolate. Yeah, there's no other line that makes sense, so we just panic button Immolate. Float 1 energy is quite safe. And this other skill point is like worthless. Hopefully we just draw damage to kill this guy or redraw Immolate will be... Oh. Wanna be unicorn? Think I'm gonna props up a lot. Getting a little bit old here, yeah, let's put it that way. I mean, if next time we draw Immolate and then attack, then everything's still okay, you know. But for this turn, we are sitting back, we do nothing. I mean, 1 damage off, so you know, sucks to beat me. Do we potion for potential 10? It's only 10, yeah? Because after this turn, we don't take more damage unless they draw like what, freaking 4 days in a burn. No way, right? I don't really potion here. It hit me. I hit the wrong sentry. Apparently, you should have hit this sentry instead to, you know, to cover with this exact draw where you just draw 2 Immolates and like nothing else. I'm BSing with the pops up a lot. It's fine. Oh, Immolate plus. I mean, no, none of these actually improves my deck, so you know they're all bad. Unless they tell me it's time for the Searing Blow into the West Stone, the Searing Blow plus 2, and a Searing Blow plus 3, and a Searing Blow plus 4. And then you have a Carnage, yes. Searing Blow plus 4. It's 28 damage. Amazing. Actually, is it? Actually, yeah, Searing Blow plus 1 is 16, yeah? No, plus 3 is only a Carnage. Okay, plus 4 you have, what, 36. Oh, that's amazing. You probably need to rest once, so you know, you rest once and you get like plus 3 and you get a Carnage plus. Yeah, skip, yeah. Nothing actually does anything. And the Iron Wave is also worse off with the Panic Button already. Immolate plus? Of course not. No reason to rest yet, right? So we still go here and upgrade the Immolate first. And then we see the chat and probably we'll rest here, but we'll see. Is there any Searing Blow and run stream? The one that actually use Searing Blow to win instead of just use Searing Blow to kill Champ, then yes, 1 time. Ooh. Okay, a real Relic. Yeah, we farm like some garbage and now we get a real Relic. Like Bag of Prep, Bag of Marbles, suddenly these whole fight we draw Immolate, like they die instantly. That's good. And this fight is the 50% chance of the Knob, yeah, and the Bag of Marbles is like super giga good here. Yes, there's no way I go to the Burning Elite, or is there? Is there any way? Because we can go here and poke. From 27 now, but with the Bag of Prep, Marbles, and Immolate plus Panic Button, I don't think we can die in this part, yeah? So I can go here and then poke 1 floor, because maybe this floor gives me the best thing ever and we just farm this. Otherwise, we keep going this way and then I delay the fire, so I know whether I need to rest or not, like, a little bit better. Because resting fat load here, there's just a chance we overheal in the act, you know, and then the Slime still owns me. Like once this fall, maybe I see a fairy or something, we never ever need to rest. As long as I don't think I could die here, there's no reason to go here and rest first. Yeah? This part is just better, so we go here immediately. In 43 minutes, die fast. That's the benchmark of the garbage act 1, you know? Like normally the benchmark of a garbage act 1 is like end the act in 1 hour. Whenever act 1 takes 1 hour, it means the run is like kind of garbage. Yeah? This one could become good soon. Hopefully it can become good. Almost right deck, yeah. No upgrades. This throw is not good enough to go here, though, I don't think. I do not think we go this way. And now what? Like I want to. We already have 2 upgrades. Right? We have the Pommel Strike upgrade and then Flex upgrade. But the thing is that if you take that, then the second Pommel Strike also becomes a little bit better, you know. Because you do want to have a second Pommel Strike, plus at some point we'll go with a Flex. And Slime Boss damage, it's still not exactly the easiest thing to do, you know. So like having a second Pommel Strike in the deck to just have energy to spend, especially on the panic button turn as well, having energy to spend on damage, it's not such a horrible thing. Don't love it. I wouldn't say I love it. Wouldn't say I hate it either. I mean, I definitely don't love it. I would say that taking it probably improves my slime boss fight, and it doesn't. It's not actually so horrible later. Other choice is, you know, you can still take the armament. Because right now the Lagavulin fight is not exactly pleasant at all. Yeah, North fight is probably fine. North fight we have better prep and bubbles, upgraded attacks, immolate plus, we just go bomb, it dies 3 turns. No problem. We are still with the 9 months special lord. The Lagavulin hits me, and then I get hit. Yeah, very you know, like very detailed story. Yeah? It's just what happens. It hits me and then I get hit. And then it's bad. We could use a skill pod that was early act 2 with this slay, with this load out, with like Battle Prep, Marble Simulate plus Panic Button. We can maybe hope to not get Giga own in easy hallways. So not entering act 2 with 2 potions is not like the worst thing about time, yeah. And yeah, skill pod is better to use in Laga anyway. And then the armaments can also just like Panic Button, you draw turn 1 of the attack, and then turn 2 the armaments is drawn and doesn't even does anything. Nah, I think we just use a skill pod. Like this armaments will not be green either. But I will probably take this Pommel Strike. I will probably take a second Pommel Strike. And then we go this way. I'm weakened. Immolate is not here and is a little bit unpleasant, but that's fine for now. Even when I'm weakened, Immolate still kind of kills a lot of things. Yeah. So what should I do here? Of course we're playing 3 strike Panic Button here. Yeah? I'm just wondering where we put the strikes, because you know, putting for example like double strike minus here, and then strike plus on. Like this guy, for example, is on 3 HP and then 1 weaken attack is always killing, and then this guy is only dealing 5, so you take like 5 damage, you don't draw Immolate next turn. If you do draw Immolate, you can still kill all of them, because Immolate is 21, weaken, and the strike is still dealing 4, so any one attack kills this, and the wizard on turn 3 always dies. Probably just do the pattern play. I don't really see why this line is not good. I'm doing 2 strike minus here and then the strike plus on this guy. If you don't draw Immolate next turn, I can just play a small strike on this and then take 5 damage, and there's no problem. Hey, that marble is just like very nice. It's combo, you know, marbles and prep. I don't really want to draw into mail mode now, so I guess we just take 5. Pommel. If I want to hold to pommel into Immolate, I need to pommel here and just take 2 more damage for no reason. So we just take 5 and get the hell out. Next turn they are all dead. So we just play normal strike here and then do whatever on the wizard, and next turn they will die. Ow. Immolate was exactly the last card. It's okay that we always draw it in 3 turns. And Immolate is exactly the last card. We get potion chance back to 30. No, actually, it was like, yeah, 1, 2, 3, or 5 here, and then this fight doesn't draw a point. Yeah, it's back to 40. It's back to 40%. As a defense, literally doesn't matter. The only thing you should not do is that you attack the Mad Gremlin, your defense blocks 0. The anger. Yeah, building the worst deck of all time. But yes, if I upgrade the pommel and upgrade the flex, it performs and it plays with the mega prep turn 1. Because yes, right now I am afraid of the slime boss here. Let's not be let's not be blind to the threat of the slime boss. You don't actually have permanent scaling, you know. There's no inflame whatever, and the split with the amulet, we don't have permanent vulnerable either. So if you use the amulet to split, you don't have the amulet after the split. And then you split on like 40, you still cannot clean up the fight, yeah? Otherwise you don't even draw your amulet on the split, and you split at 60 or something, amulet doesn't kill anything. The worst day of all time, I guess double pommel anger, we play and the bag prep to cover a little bit of front load draw, no removes, so very good. We do have a lot of gold though. We can maybe farm a little bit of Act 2, and yes, we do have double pommel improves the anger, the flex does improve the anger a little bit as well. Other choice combust, like you can actually just take this combust because you say it's not an attack, it's not a real cut. But it doesn't synergize with like these things, it doesn't synergize with this, it doesn't synergize with this, it doesn't synergize with the flex. It's a lot weaker than the anger in the early game, like a lot. It will be better the moment we can, you know, exhaust the deck. Now you find a second win or something and the anger becomes complete hot garbage and the combust just gets second win in the way. That's a long way away from now though, because, you know, all base strikes are still here, we don't have a second win in our deck. And we just have a bunch of attacks and a bunch of front load that I need to farm Act 2 to become strong from here. Yeah, just build the worst deck of all time and let's play a bad deck. Which is not exactly the pleasant thing to do, you know, playing a bad deck. But we do have the double pommel strike, so at least the chance of getting Giga cladded later, like you see no draw whatsoever, is lower. With the bad prep front load and 2 pommel strike, the chance that you see literally no draw later, you cannot play your power with some demon form or something, is not that likely. No true anger in my deck. And then I think the flex upgrade should still happen first over the pommel. I would like the flex to be green if I have to rest before the slime boss, yeah. Instead of the pommel strikes. Hopefully not dumb, but I think the flex upgrade is probably the best one. Well, rest is just smaller. Let's roll the good elite though. Panic button on turn 1, so we probably take 8 unless it's dead next turn. It could be dead next turn. It could be very possible that it's dead next turn. I see we have 13 plus 42 in hand, and anybody can do the math. What is 13 plus 42? It's a good number, guys. Spoilers. Okay, good. 0 damage. Yeah. It's only common relics, and the only thing we have is something like freaking damage. Not sure. Flame barrier, sure. You can take the true grid as well. But you know, if you're already playing a bad deck, then maybe you might as well go all in, you know, just be bad. The true grid will not be green, yeah? And we don't have a mass exhaust card yet, so picking the thing to clean up after you have exhausted your cards is not really... I don't really care about that. We can play for long value, and then maybe you can see a Snecko or something, and this becomes a little bit better. You're already bad, like, just keep being bad. Take the flame barrier because, you know, it's better in the deck that is bad. Yeah, sure, like dance block card, not a huge problem. You see like pyramid and something still plays, see Snecko is still good, see Fortnite is still good. And from 40 HP and 2 potions, I hope that we don't need to rest into slime boss. And it cannot be set up though. Yeah, spawn upgrade is also pretty strong. You could upgrade the bash as well to claim that you block turn 3 and you split on turn 4. Because with bag of marbles in the bash, you can already land vulnerable on turn 3, yeah? But it's not super likely that on turn 3 you get a very good split. But yeah, I don't think so. This way doesn't play in Act 2 with bag of marbles already, and the pommel strike also plays better with flex and anger and like all that. And if we see like fusion hammer, if you want to have the pommel be green. Playing the pommel here and drawing into emulator, everything sucks. I will shuffle our bad cards if I play the pommel strike here. Panic button is here by the way, so we cannot land the panic button on turn 3 already, yeah? If I do not play the pommel here and then we shuffle cleanly, I cannot bottom deck and shuffle out the immolate if I don't play the pommel strike. Because we do bash in here and I only have the pommels here, so it's turn 2, we draw 5, and then we draw the pommel, we can draw 6. And the turn afterwards is when it put 5 more slimes in and then shuffle. So I do not get the 5 new slimes even if I don't split immediately. So I think there's no reason to play the pommel strike here, it's just bad. So we play bash strike. So what is the split next turn? If we draw the pommel, we have everything here. Penny is not going to proc. But if we flex into double strike here, we have, this is quite a lot of damage still. It's 13, so it's 19 each. Which is already 38. And 38 put it down to 91. And 91 next turn, we have 64. 27, yeah, that's fine. If we bottom deck the pommel, well, sucks to be me, but you know, then we still have a pommel the turn afterwards at least. Because blocking next turn is nonsense, like, why on earth we take 28? We just split. Now hopefully don't bottom deck exactly pommel 1 of 6. It did not happen, so we just split. And penny on 7. And it splits on 27 to 1 immolate kills. This is exactly 27 damage. Now, unfortunately, you play this line, then your penip is screwed. I don't think I care about the penip. But I pause because if the flex happens to give you bad threshold and I end up not wanting to split, and then we don't play the flex. Maybe I don't play some strikes. There's no reason to actually just play your cards, you know, without pausing a little bit, unless you have a time limit. If you have a time limit, yeah, okay, sure, you can just play the pattern play, flex into double attack is probably the best line. But the moment you play your flex, you cannot unplay your flex, you know. Đáng kidding when the price up is a lot. Split on 3. The other thing, yeah, penny is just done for. We don't care about penny. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, not so bad, no? I mean, the deck freaking sucks until I see the offering right here. And it's not quite an offering, but it's still okay. Oh, Flex Reaper. On the other hand, we have a Giga Field Fire. This Field Fire is so incredibly strong. We have 2 Pommel Strike, and we have the Bag of Prep, and we have a Flex even. And then you can actually exhaust down to make your deck a little bit good. On the other hand, the only thing that works with the Reaper, yeah, is the Flex. That's not true, but we have Penny and we also have the Bag of Marbles, so the Reaper can do more than that. Next potion seems worthless. A good run is brewing. End of Act 1, my position is not completely winning, it runs terrible. Until next floor, next floor we play pre-box and we win instantly, but for now, not yet. That's honestly the benchmark nowadays. End of Act 1, the run is not won yet, okay, it runs bad. I'm not even kidding. It is how it is nowadays. So do I want boss scaling or do I want... There's only boss scaling potential, there's not guaranteed boss scaling. And it is also like a crap load of damage in Act 2. The Reaper with no P-box is coming. Well, depends on what is in the P-box. I'm also thinking a little bit about Snecko, and we do have the Golden Idol to prevent auto already, some auto protection. And taking damage in hallways is not exactly so common with these relics. Like we have Bag of Prep, Bag of Marbles, and deck has a lot of front load. And normally you don't need that much sustain if you're not taking Giga Cheap in hallways in Act 2. Now of course Reaper is still like freaking busted broken. You take 60 damage in Retromancer, you're full HP. You take like 60 damage in Spear and Shield, okay, you're full HP. Nice. But I think the Feed Fire prevents more deaths than the Reaper in this exact situation, at least. Because the first point of the runway we could fall flat, yeah, it's probably Act 2 boss from here. And honestly, it's not even just Act 2 boss, it's just the bosses in general. Act 2 boss, Act 3 boss, and the endgame boss. The usual, you know, so our output is a consistency, and here's the Feed Fire is a giga output. The Reaper is in a way consistency, yeah. Because we don't have a demon form, don't have some spot weakness, exhaust engine to just make sure that we always leave the fight at full HP. Basically, my deck doesn't win fights yet, and my deck doesn't beat bosses yet. I should probably just take the boss killer, you know, like the Feed Fire in this spot. Of course, it also noobs the whole ways, but it's more so for bosses because you have like some pommel draw into the Feed Fire exhaust, and maybe you can scale some way with the flex. And it's not even like the Feed Fire is so bad in Act 4 or anything, you know. The Reaper can full heal, even speed and shield. What if you just kill them? You draw this and bomb, they're dead. Reaper versus Hammer, we do have auto protection. The Reaper would make the Reaper a little bit better. Not that the Feed Fire makes Reaper bad by any means, huh? And with these relics, I don't really see how we pick Hammer over Reaper. With these relics, auto protection, I have absolutely zero clue why on earth you would click the Hammer over the Reaper. Performance upgrade is very good, the Feed Fire upgrade is very good. And taking cheap to always is not super likely. Unless you tell me like this downside is so garbage, I would prefer this instead, but then you just take the Hammer. Now here's the Automaton of Evil. Very evil fight. Maximum is only 2 elites, but I guess we can only shop. And yes, we do want the question mark before the shop, you know, like more information, maybe some buy trade or whatever. Then we can buy better things. More gold as well. I don't see any reason not to start here and go to the shop. Uh, 15-15. I mean, Penny Button is just doing great. And you see my point. I say that we have a lot of fun load, yeah. That the whole way fight probably will not hurt us, you know. And you go into the teams and you take 0 without even drawing Emulate, yeah. I did not draw my Emulate or the Feed Fire, and I still take 0. In theory, our deck should be very good in Act 2 hallways. Which is why the Reaper is not so dangerous for now. Holy upgrade, there are 3 common attacks. I love Ironclad. I don't know what I want here really. That is a bit of a scam. At the same time, it is also quite strong. This puts me out of rivalry thresholds, as we cannot just walk into the shop and buy a death branch or something. Yes, I would buy a death branch. And the chip, I don't care about getting chip. I mean, it would be pretty strong, but you know, I don't care about it that much. Honestly, removing 2 is not too much different from removing 3, yeah? You buy a gambling chip, that's essentially enough, go buy 3 removes. And you think 3 removing this deck is weaker than gambling chip? Because I don't really think so. But yeah, it's like Pocket Watch and Burner, and Burner is not that strong at the moment. It's like, of course, it's still freaking Burner, yeah, it's not that strong. It's like Pocket Watch and Death Branch, and maybe there's a tail. There is a tail bang here. It's also a little bit weird. So we buy the Abacus? Yes. The spots, yes. Not over everything, no, but over nothing for sure. Removing this deck does mean that, you know, cannot take buys. What I do, if I remove here, I will remove here basically, unless I see something. We still have uncommon relic threshold, yeah. Uncommon relic could be like me in the bone. If I had that's literally nothing right now, not really that. But it's like me in the bone, maybe self-forming clay, and that's about it for uncommon. Raymax is 347. 315 is almost minimum. Minimum is like 314, I think. Basically, if you take this remove, you never really have enough gold to buy Relic, and no matter what the rare is. But you commit to removing twice, which, you know, removing twice with this deck is strong. You line up with Fiend Fire on the good turn, and your deck has no cards, and so you boom, and you win. Maybe. We don't have any way to block in the loop, yeah, and the loop does cost energy and it doesn't instant kill the enemy, yeah. There's like no drop kick, no power to second win. I think double remove is strong enough to play into. Yeah, I think the double remove is strong enough to play into. Yeah, and then one of the shop see dead runs cannot buy and everything sucks and I die. Oh, Immortal is here. The instant kill, by the way, if I play this, but I want to set up Penip, so let's not end them yet. How much damage is this? Is without Penip, yes, 42 to 31 AoE, right? And this would be 15, so I can do something like this. I can pommel this guy without the Penip, which is 7, and then Immortal still kill these two, and then we can set up the thing a little bit. I could take a bit of damage against this guy next turn, but not super likely to be a lot. Oh, it might be a little bit more likely now, man. Not quite, not yet. Do I flex? This already kills. It kills here, and this guy's on 11. If I flex, then this becomes 32, 32, 48, 24 is on 8. And 8 is guaranteed lethal. I cannot. But I mean, the most I get hit for next turn is like 5. Otherwise, I always down or kill. Okay, no reason. And we always leave this fight full HP. I can advance the Penny a little bit more. That is very good. I would claim that card is good. I mean, with the Reaper, it's a little bit more spooky than usual. I mean, you know, it's still good. Vision stable and with the some 11 month special lot. Entropic Brew should be taken, but over what? Like, what is stronger here? I mean, Reaper, yeah, I have no interest. I still want my Fleet Fire. I mean, now I also want a Reaper, of course, but you know. This Fleet Fire is so much stronger. What is better here? Holy Brudos. Actually, I had no idea Spire and Final Fantasy has some crossover there, but welcome. So better than Savers? Nah, Savers is not a dangerous fight. The colors definitely has more high rolls, you know, but what would I even want from skill pool? It's just some block, yeah. Colorless is still better, right? The thing about colorless is you cannot skip, so you know, if in boss fight you really need to exhaust down and you just... And the skill gives you more exhaust because it's freaking Ironclad skill. Yeah, it's freaking Ironclad skill. I think I still want colorless, so I think I still want colorless because the situation when I need to actually potion inside this act is probably when I need more output than whatever craft this is giving you. So most likely we're doing fine. You can see easy always in Act 2 we take like 0, no potion use. And the draw was not even particularly like, amazing, it was okay. But when I do need to potion inside the act, it probably is too high roll. Well, that was not that branch, so you know. Do we take healing or do we want to deal with this Reaper offering annoying thing by buying the stronger relic? You could buy the strong relic, you can buy the relic that, you know, makes this a little bit less spooky, you can play your offering in peace. I think we just be strong though, because this deck is not going to take that much damage in the eye. Maybe here we take damage, which is actually kind of dangerous because I do need some HP automaton with this deck. We don't really. I think that is even more reason to buy this, right? Because there's so many things in here that just kind of win me the run. With this kind of base in the deck, you know. I can already exhaust down, I just don't have a payoff. I simply just don't have a payoff. I just buy the payoff. Oh. Okay, I'm stupid and bad. My Reaper! My Reaper! It's fine, it's like we find a Reaper right here. Infinite, okay, that's definitely pick. Emulate second one, don't need. My Reaper! Infinite. That's pretty good, yeah, the loop payoff. Honestly, though, second Fin 5 is not bad. I would prefer a second win or something in here, but you know, second Fin 5 is fine. Because now I have a loop payoff. But with Automaton is still kind of difficult, there's no like shockwave in here or anything. The Evo doesn't do crap, so you know, let's not do that. I mean, it draws with the burn, guess, and we don't have a way to exhaust the burn, so you know, you can pretend that it's doing something. Probably not. Oh yeah, second Fin 5, this deck should still be strong. And then we can upgrade the... We don't need to upgrade Fin 5 anymore. I can just upgrade second Pommel and then upgrade the offering or something, and we just have a big Fin 5 turn and boom, deck has no cuts. Right, last floor, yeah, the shop rate chance is higher though. The shop, I think, is a plus 9% on rare chance. So even if you literally just saw rare here, you can still see some rares in the shop. But plus... any extra card you add here is bad, to be honest, because I don't really have a way to clean up. This we definitely don't take, yeah? This one, if anything is a headbutt, I don't think I care whether you evolve yet. This one is definitely a skip, I don't need second Amulet. And this one I'm pretty sure second Fin 5 is still good, so let's just take second Fin 5. There's an Inflame the shop, which I probably do also buy. Because killing Automaton quickly is still not that simple with this deck, yeah? And the I mean, preferably not. Preferably I just get by with this on bat and maybe add a shockwave or something would be ideal, or the uppercut. If I take the Thunderclap, it's literally for 1-5, that is the Automaton. Which is why I think I would just buy this Inflame to not have to pick a Thunderclap. And we can just kill Automaton the traditional way, and instead of exhausting down to some like drop click loop, can still do that. And you can also just like Pennip, play Immolate, kill the minions, and Pennip with Fin 5 or something, and boom, with some strength, and hopefully it dies. But yeah, right now we don't even have headbutt targets, you know, they can play headbutt Pommel and headbutt Immolate a little bit, but if we play Immolate one time, I think the fight where it performs, it already ends, you know. You don't need to really play Immolate twice in like almost any fight from here. And you're adding any one extra card to this deck is actually quite bad. Yeah, probably not. Yes, I will take though. You can also buy the True Wit minus right now, but I think I will just remove instead. You can also buy the Disarm for bow stabbing, because you know, bow stabbing is not the most pleasant fight of all time. Yeah? I mean, it's not that bad. Any button still buys one turn, and then I probably will not really heal off of that fight. And we still have Reaper, and I might need a lot of HP into Automaton, yeah, but we'll deal with that later. Yeah, buying this armor will remove here is just freaking nonsense. Let's remove. Question mark versus 5. Question mark, you can find sustain Bloody Idol. We already have late question marks if we want to go there. Buy straight right now is bad. Ritual Dagger I don't care about. I do want to find Funeral Pen, Second Wind, True Wit Plus, Burning Pact. The Rage would also do fine. Shockwave is of course amazing. No, I don't think with the 17 months special lot. And if we see some cards here already, then from here we can go question marks. And I guess if we lose some HP first and going here and see apparition, we can still pick it up. Picking up apparition here is a little bit strange. I don't think I would like apparition if it shows up here, but if apparition shows up here, then I might take, depending on how much HP we lose in this part. Let's just take the fight. Fin 5 is a always killing one, so we can hit like the lowest HP one probably. If we draw Immolate, you can still play Immolate, yeah? Otherwise it's just infinite. I guess it wasted some damage. That's fine. They're going to die, guys. I think they will die. And if it's cruel though, and you know, it's fine. Oh, oh, how is that? Why do I get a red every single floor? Guys. How do I get red cut every single floor? I'm not even fighting elite, you know, I'm fighting whole wave fighter. I just see a red cut every floor. Send the Liberator and with the 7-5 max special load. Is Barricade actually max the... Does it? I mean, it works with just a panic button, really. Getting it in play is not that easy, but it's also not that hard. And then we do have maybe shock it off payoff, and we can do shock drop click. This barricade will not really cost me so much inside Act 2, yeah? Before the boss. And then inside the boss, I think it is good. It's a bit weird though, because the deck only has a panic button really to block at the moment. And of course there's no chance to see like the uppercut or something immediately, yeah? But if we see like one Fear No Pain or something, it already performs a giga well. And it's one of the easier ways to just make sure panic button lands against automaton. I don't think I mind. I think it's okay. This upgrade is what? Like second pommel, could be inflame, could be offering. The problem with offering upgrade is that the moment the offering is play and the feed fire is not play, yeah? It's pretty difficult to get a good feed fire turn afterwards. But if we upgrade like pommel strike instead, then that's no longer true. Because I can still feel hand even after the feed fire, the offering turn. We don't need a second pommel for loop payoff really, because we already have one pommel plus and a drop kick, yeah? I think it's the second pommel is still stronger. Let's do second pommel. And we fight this immediately, of course. I don't think I want to commit energy under inflame yet, unless it meets lethal threshold. 16, 24, 24, 13, 43 are not quite. Of course, two of them are dead, yeah? But how do I do this? Need feed 5 on one of them. And I do want to block, so we do want to play Flame Barrier, and then one energy left, which means, yeah, I mean it's clean, so we just don't play Inflame. And you see, like, saving the Inflame energy actually matters here, yeah? So we do 2 attacks on this, so Angle and Strike. And then play the Inflame, then Fin Fighter left. And that's still killing, right? Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of Fin Fighter. Okay, it's like Giga Lethal. You can kill this guy and take 1. I don't know why on earth you would take 1 here, but let's not take 1. Killing this is not super easy though, because after this turn we don't have strength and it's not vulnerable, so dropkick misses and Immolate doesn't even kill. But you know, it's probably fine. I think we'll be okay. We are currently not okay, but you know, we'll be okay like next turn. It's not dead, so I'm taking 3 and the next turn we can panic button. It's just like defend Immolate here versus nothing here that kills. Panic is one shot. If you Panic Strike here, it still doesn't kill. Ow! This does mean I can preserve the Panic until the next fight. We are not full HP now, so I'm basically dead. I want to preserve Panic, so I play this line. And we have, have multiple draws in here to give the Panic. Anybody thinking that Reaper freaking sucks? Anyone else thinking that Reaper is freaking terrible? If I have a Reaper right now, it's gonna be pretty chilling. I don't know, I don't have a Reaper. Because I did see a second Fiend Fire to actually exhaust my whole deck, but now I don't have sustain to play this Bloodlet thing. And the offering is already here, yeah. The Bloodletting... Only for the Pommel Shrine and the Fiend Fire turn still needs to be big. Man, I need to keep this around, but it just seems weird. I don't even have sustain in it on the T set turn it doesn't play. What about the Seeing Red? Does the Seeing Red do anything? Because right now we don't have any exhaust except the Fiend Fire, no? So if I field hand and then my Fiend Fire doesn't exhaust real cards, that's a problem. We don't have like True Wit or Burning Pine to clean up afterwards, and don't even have like real loop of beyond damage. I don't think so, right? I think this is just bad. Also, then I get a relic that's not common like soon. You see, this is like common. This is event, yeah, common. This is boss, and this shops. I bought this, and then common. Everything's common. Can I get like a good relic, please? I mean, this relic is good, and this relic is okay. Can I get a broken relic? I would like a broken relic like soon. It would be nice. We know the burning elite not slavers. Yeah, probably fight burning now, even though there's some risk. We would be able to heal here, maybe. But yeah, I don't think these are doing anything. Explosive pot for leader in case I don't draw my amulet over like Carless spot seems a little bit weird. Probably Carless is still stronger. I think Carless is still stronger. How much do I respect this fight? I think I should respect them enough to play the offering here. Yeah, now the baseball is dead. I do like the baseball being dead. Do I need to pin Penny with Fiend Fire? Is like 9 times? Yes. Okay, sure. So I pinned with Fiend Fire. Which means I can just play the barricade. It's free. In that case, maybe I should have blocked 5 instead. Okay, that's a mistake. Hopefully it doesn't cost me anything, but that is a mistake. I can advance the Penny a little bit more though, because the next fight is the Burning Elite. So I can simply do... Yeah, I guess instead of playing Barricade, we can play 3 attacks into here and then Fiend Fire anyway. Fiend Fire is at 9 times 4, so 36, 36. It just works. Yeah, there's 36 damage. Yeah. We just play like one dog click here. And angle the other guy, or you can even angle this guy to advance the Penny, which is probably stronger. Yep, getting punished. The punish is not damage, but the punish is my panic, because if I barricade and defend last turn and I full block and then panic button, then we can actually size. It's not true, because I did gain 3 extra attacks in here. I only need to get 3 extra attacks on the baseball, so it's just the same thing here. Right? I kill the baseball in 1 attack and then I play 3 attacks extra on this because, you know, I set up barricade. It's the same thing. Okay, let's just kill this then. I do need to play bash though. Like can we bash into strike? This is 12 and this is 16. 28 plus 10 doesn't look like lethal. So I need to bash into Fiend Fire. Yeah, this is not lethal. Right? It's too off. The penny is only on 5. The Reaper is like so giga chilling right now. It's actually insanely chilling, the Reaper, because we saw all the Reaper support, yeah? And the second Fiend Fire. Actually saw every single Reaper piece of Reaper support and then the second Fiend Fire as well. And also the boss relic is a Reaper, which is making no Reaper a little bit risky, otherwise I can just rest. If I can simply just rest, the Reaper is never really needed for anything. But I cannot rest. So do I want this spot or not? The spot usually makes the automaton fight better. I say usually because turn 1 we do draw a lot. And I don't have a headbutt. I also have no intention to add a headbutt. So anytime you draw the spot units on turn 1 is already not good, yeah? As Reaper was very cut up against the Fiend Fire, the first one. And the back one. We'll be back. I hope Reaper will be back. Do I need the spot weakness to kill automaton? I guess it's the next question I should ask. I don't think the answer is yes though. I don't think the answer is yes, so we just skip this, yeah. And then later on, just inflame vulnerable payoff with Pommel Drop Quick Pen. It should be enough to kill honestly everything if we don't find some other ways. But I think the preferred thing to do here is that we find some block payoff for this loop, and then we just barricade it up. But right now I don't really, that's the thing, the only card to exhaust is here is the Fiend Fire, so any card I add is actually heavy. Every single extra card I add in this deck is very heavy to carry. If it's not something I want to draw so often in the boss fight. I don't think I care about this. I just skip. And we fight Burning, yeah, it's a tiny bit risky, but I think it's okay. 4 HP with 2 pots and relics are still good. 1 strength. Do I have free path things? So the another common relic, yes. One strength can make a difference in this act 4. If we see curse skin, it cost me a curse. And just 5 energy in this deck would be okay over a bunch of things. But the core of the deck is good enough that I don't think losing out on potentially a broken relic in act 3 would lose me the run so often, yeah, if I take this here. And right now, yes, I am still afraid of Automaton. Let's just make it clear. I am still afraid of the Automaton. That fight is not so trivial if my offering turn is not good enough. And there are plenty of situations where my offering turn is not good enough in that fight. Yeah, I think I take that. I don't think I keep. Into this fight as well. It's not like this fight is so trivial. Oh. Especially if it does that. Oh, that's a bit scary. This is the only vulnerable source and it's also drawn with the Fiend Fire. My Penny is not set up. I think we open colorless ball immediately. Penny button I don't mind from this, yeah? And some even enlightenment this turn plays. Secret technique, they pull offering immediately, like quite good. I mean, I did say the enlightenment plays. We take the enlightenment and then just deal some damage and you're picking 24 to my face, so hopefully we draw into like some panic button here or something. Or it's lethal somehow. With the enlightenment, there's only 2 energy cost, so I think I could play Inflame into Pommel first. Is this lethal? Is this lethal? We can check, yeah? There's no way we're gonna panic. Yeah, it's not. It's just not. Because if we play all of these cards and the Fiend Fire is only for 5 cards as well, so that is a +2 here, 10, 75 damage. It's not lethal. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we are actually supposed to take the full 24 here, which is a little bit spooky for the Reaper, yeah? But maybe these frogs can heal me up. Because if I don't play these things, it doesn't die, you know? So I just take 10 extra damage on turn 1 for no reason because it decides to do this. And also don't draw my offering or the panic button. So we just Enlightenment Bash Fiend Fire and take 24 and then be set. You can open this as well right now. We know that the Ornithopter is gone, so it's only exactly Potion Belt. Which, to be fair, we have like a billion common relics, so Potion Belt is not that unlikely to show up. Yeah, there's only one elite here. 24 is a lot. Okay, fine. Okay, that does nothing. That actually does nothing. Now. It should die this turn when it's dead. But a bit painful. Okay, another common relic we have Akabeko Pendim. Oh, that is good. The True Wit was there as well, but yeah, we take the software. Yeah. Quite every relic common. Yeah, also, where is Reaper? This elixir is quite powerful. If you claim that the automaton is no longer scary, then you need the cultist spot, because I do think probably the fire pot should be kept over it, yeah? Is that even true? Maybe it's not true, maybe it's just fake. But I think the elixir should be kept. So the question is just whether the fire pot is better than the cultist or not. Because honestly, this deck against any short fight right now is just an instant kill, you know? So why not do we need fire pot? Yeah, I don't know, we just instant kill every single shot fight. Let's just take this here and then be like Giga 7 Automaton or something, use it turn 1. I would like to rest now actually. With offering, sure. Pressure map versus Fire, yeah, I would like to find a freaking Funeral Pin or Dark Embrace, you know, the usual stuff. Those would be good. A Rage would be nice too. A second win would be amazing. Chubit Plus or Burning Pack is also quite good. And we have TC energy for this fight, and TC energy for this fight, and TC energy for this fight, so you can take like every single fight here and then be fine. Or you can hope to find sustain on the Bloody Idol though. I guess apparition in a sense is sustain. But by straight right now we don't take, yeah. What do we take the fight, right? Apparently this guy is not dead because I bought to take all these cards and I'm getting hit. Because I didn't draw my block either. Okay, that's quite bad. We have Reapers, so the boss is not safe, yeah. Okay, fine. What do I play though? Like anger? Probably just anger into offering. So cannot heal here, but you know, a neutral HP could be worse. It could be worse. Neutral HP. And of course, I kill it immediately. I don't really care about staying here. Die. Yeah, neutral HP could be worse. A true with minus, yes, that's exactly what we need. I mean, it is though, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it actually is what I did, yeah. So we take the true with and upgrade it next floor. Then we can exhaust now with Flood Draw, Feed Fire into cleaning up with the true with, and then we have some like barricade into dropkick. Infinite. Take more fight, yes, I still want to find uncommon power. I don't see why we would care about the thing. I still have TC energy for this. Is it that? Yes. Can I kill with 2 attacks? I don't think so, right? So it has to be 1 and then we don't have any Bakabeko in the Automaton, yeah? But I heal 6 and we can just pop out this spot. I think with maximum respect Automaton here, just open out this spot immediately. But yeah, we just feed fire immediately and it dies. Actually, can I reduce the damage by playing Inflame to actually make an attack next turn kill and then we have Pending on 9? I could, right? I could play Inflame into Feed Fire instead to just intentionally reduce the damage. And it becomes 18 or 18 is 27, it's still too much. Why is this so strong? It's 144 and if I play the Inflame it becomes 135. So it is less damage but it's still 1 shot. Why are you so strong? And I don't have any block card in hand to play, yeah? Every single card is an attack. Besides the Inflame that I can play. I cannot reduce the Fin Fire damage any further. Oh well, die. Evolve this this evolve deck it can be carry and it becomes very convenient, yeah, for future fights. Mainly just convenient though. We can kind of choose which cards 1 by 1 even if it's even the Spear and Shield. Spear and Shield is just I expect Spear and Shield to hopefully just roll with die instantly to some Akabeko Fiend Fire or something. But this is good against like Nemesis in case we break on turn 1 and it don't instant kill and then turn 2 I draw all my damage and it does the burn and then everything sucks because I don't have evolve and then die. That's the case for the evolve. And then maybe a little bit of Time Eater later was, you know, draw down is annoying as hell. And a block that is not actually so good, yeah. Other choice is Disarm, which is still good. I wouldn't say that the Disarm is not good. Because you can just carry it around, it does play against... It gives you a first cycle protection against the heart, which right now we don't have any. Like 68 max HP, no artifact, no broken relic, no lizard tail, no fairy, no nothing really, and suddenly here's a disarm that say that only the make it deals damage on the first cycle. And it strips artifact against automaton for us to actually land vulnerable because we still need to play dropkick. It also improves the time meter fight, it's not that suddenly the evolve so good against time meter and disarm is not. And awakened one will have to be a longer fight as well for this deck. Unless we see something new. Yeah, I guess it's fine. Let's take a disarm. And yeah, I will still respect the automaton, yeah? And we just pop the cultist ball immediately. What is the upgrade? I could see barricade. I could see shockwave. That is probably OSC. I don't think we ever upgrade the inflame over one of these two, and I don't think I care about the Infin-Fire upgrade so much now. So what is more likely to play? Shockwave upgrade or the barricade? I think it's probably barricade upgrade. Eh? This deck into Snecko is still strong, yeah, but it can get a little bit unpleasant if we take the Snecko. Yeah, it improves my front load even further, but it's not exactly what I need. And then if I take Snecko, then the boss damage plan or even scaling plan in general becomes very dubious. Unless I see like corruption together with it or something, but even corruption Snecko is not so safe here. Yeah? So energy upgrade on the barricade is just fine, and even if I see 5th energy, this barricade upgrade probably still plays in most fights that I want to play the barricade. And any fight where the barricade doesn't play, then I don't need the shockwave to be played either, as in the upgrade. Because if I'm not playing barricade, then shockwave for 3 is good enough, and enemy just dies instantly. I think I upgrade the barricade. And hopefully automaton doesn't like kill me or something. It would be ridiculous. And then hopefully after this cycle we see some like feed the Reaper or something to make my life a little bit easier. Yeah, respect, yeah, respect. Yeah, barricade turn 1, and then we can do a couple of stuff. His energy plays fully. I can keep the Akabeko for next turn, because drawing the offering right now is not the best thing of all time. I can play the button right now as well, because there's just really nothing left in here. But on the other hand, you can also play the defense. Yeah, I play the like this. Okay, my bad. Yeah, my bad. Should I have done that? Okay, that's a bit annoying, yeah, because now killing the minions gets a lot harder. Otherwise, I could have just panicked the freaking immolate next turn and they die instantly, you know. But now I cannot. Yeah, why did I do that? In that case, then what is the other plan? Because they could steal my second Fiendfire and my offering, yeah? Do I need this Fiendfire? Let's just ask another question. Do I want this Fiendfire and my redraw? I think I do. I do want to choose with something, no? So do we choose with defend and float on energy, or do I choose with the way the immolate itself? Because we say that after this turn, we claim that after this turn, immolate doesn't play. That is just a false claim. Because it could redraw to the immolate fairly quickly and the instant kill the minion immediately, and then everything is good. I definitely don't want to exhaust drop clear, is that true? Probably is true, yeah. It only has 2 artifacts, so the chance of landing vulnerable is fairly high. Okay, fine. So I just exhaust the freaking Fiendfire or what? Because I do want this 5 block. Okay, fine. Oh wait. That is completely horrible. They are stealing both my rare cards and I float like 1 billion energy this turn, and I don't even get my shockwave whatever in play. So that is bad, yeah, in case you're wondering. How much am I panicking here? Because we could elixir to make it a little bit faster, because I did get my second thing gone, yeah, and then I cannot offering into Fiendfire now because both cards get stolen. Yeah, both of my cards get stolen. So I cannot offering into Fiendfire, so my exhaust down is going to be slow. And the defense redraw is completely worthless. I don't need the flex either. Flex redraw is not that bad with the double promo and such. Elixir later on could be strong. How much do I really respect this guy? We did have the barricade down already. So I had 28 block remaining, which is 81 and 81. Probably not going to weaken it. But I have to with redraw, have to play offering for -6. Yeah, 20, 28 here, 81, yeah, 81. With the counter spot already, I don't think I need to use it, right? Hopefully not stupid, but I don't really think we need to overly respect this guy, yeah? I could be losing like what 40 plus HP here, but I don't think I would die from here if I don't use Elixir on this to defend. I hope that's true, because I'm not going to do it. And now everything is slow, but okay. Now if I shockwave here into the Pommel Strike on Automaton, we can miss the bash, and the drop kick can also be bad. Not playing this is like nonsense, so I play it. I guess we can kill this and get the offering back immediately, yeah? So there's just no feed fire, but I don't need the feed fire. Or if I don't draw the bash now, then I could also just not kill this, but I think I kill this now and then offering immediately is just good. And yeah, we can play Anger instead. We can change our plan in this fight to playing Anger, that's fine. I guess vulnerable 3 like this and we just play Amulet. I like this, we just play Amulet. Don't kill this guy, though. Killing this guy is not bad. And you get the Cortis spot and vulnerable still down. 21 damage, it doesn't really matter, just play defense and store 5 block. And we can do Pommel here to fin fight this guy or something. I mean, looks good to me. I mean, it looks totally fine. It won't be a problem. Do I want Anger or not? I mean, I can never really die here. I don't think I want Anger. I just fin fight the whole hand. Yeah, next turn it can never kill me, but unfortunately it didn't draw bash here, so can we still kill it next turn somehow? So I do strike here and we have bash into Immolate Panip next turn with 8 strength. 8 strength here, 36, 36, 54, 100, Yoke is dead. I don't care about Panip, I can go for start back 3, I just want to save this HP. Die. Yeah, this is 108, yeah? And the other things are not lethal, so die. You need Reaper? No. Impervious is fine, no Demon Form don't need. Yeah, Demon Form for the Reaper. Hey, Impervious is fine, just more front load block, like improves the barricade. And I mean, our damage output is actually not so bad. Unless you tell me it's corruption to actually exhaust everything down and then we can play Pommel Dropkick. Because yeah, the corruption will make all of these cards disappear, you know. And all these cards disappearing is quite good. Yeah, so all the cards disappearing is quite good. But we can also just play for value Impervious and because the thing about corruption, no, is that if we never find Feel No Pain Dark Embrace, yeah? And if we find Feel No Pain Dark Embrace, I claim that we are strong enough. But if you don't find Feel No Pain Dark Embrace, suddenly dealing with Act 4 at least is not so simple. You draw the corruption and you play the corruption, and then what happens? You don't really do anything afterwards, no? Like they hit you for 65 on turn 2 and then you get hit. But the Impervious can actually do something like, immediately. Let's say I'm just claiming that our scaling is not so bad. We care about this corruption too much. Corruption is still a fast card. But if we find the things that make corruption broken, I claim that the run is already winning enough. So we take the thing that's a better draw in the case we can kill the spear and shield instantly. And it's not that the corruption is better than the Impervious and Hard Fight either, yeah, necessarily with the barricade. Again, the claim is that if we find Feel No Pain Dark Embrace, we are probably going to be fine. And the corruption is not that strong unless we find an uncommon power here. And I take the Impervious. It was corruption to Snecko, but I have no interest. We just slave away some cards. Unless you tell me it's time for Choker and we play towards the barricade idea instead. I don't really think so. I don't really think so. I think for Fornazy with the T-Set and the offering for the most part is enough. Could be wrong. Oh yeah, we leave away some cards, yeah? Can leave away 3 strike even though 2 strikes are green from the Weststone. Say bye bye. Or you can leave away the Anger. On 4 energy, this angle can still play though, to manipulate Pendeep to do some emulate something. But yeah, this Neko creates a couple of problems. It also solves a couple of problems, but it creates more problems than it solves, I think, for this current position. But suddenly, if I take the Snecko, my endgame damage is not so easy, you know. It's not that hard to find. The Fin5 is still freaking burst like with 200 at the time, you know. It's that the two Fin5 will be drawn together and then you only have like 200 and your block is not super consistent, your barricade upgrades like a bit wasted, your offering goes from overpowered to a little bit sucky. And the Pommel Strike Dropkick all become like bad cards. Like, these cards are good. These cards are really good without Snecko, but with the Snecko suddenly they become kind of mediocre. Like the Pommel Strike and the Flex and the Panic Button and the Dropkick and the Offering. It improves, it doesn't necessarily even improve the barricade, yeah, but it does improve Impervious most of the time. It improves the Feed Fire definitely. And maybe it makes Shockwave easier to play, but I don't really think that is what we want to do here in this run. Orange Crushing with the Prance up, Fisher Lord. So we probably just take left and let 3 strikes. I think Anger is still better than Strike Plus. Yeah, I do think Anger is still better than Strike Plus. Infinite. That is a very funny astrolabe. It's fine. Reaper is good. Reaper is good. Yeah, the Reaper is amazing. These cards less amazing, but you know it's okay. We have to good. And we still double Pommel Strike. It's not like they deal 0 damage. You know, they are still upgraded. So the base for this is like what 2 energy deal is 4, right? So deal 18. Now if you level away Anger, they will deal 21, so it would be like somewhat respectable. So we're basing on the 719 months, Fisher Lord. Okay, so we go Max Elite, yeah? Sometimes rich enough to double shop, but the second shop is optional, so it's just very good. Okay, we definitely go to this shop then. You have Golden Idol and Juzu, so you can kind of try to find, to force the good event to happen here. You can still cover for... How many upgrades do I need in this deck now? Only Shockwave really, right? Yeah, only Shockwave really. Classic now with the Prance up, Lord. Oh yeah, I think we just go to double question mark early, and after these we can still decide whether to go here or not. I do think I want to see the 2 question marks first. Which one should I kill? I mean, one of them disappeared, and of course we have the Panic Button down now, you know? Like, which one should I kill? Killing this box 12 and next turn I get own. It sounds kind of bad to getting own next turn. I could also get own by this guy next turn, no? But this guy has strength and is guaranteed to attack, but this guy might not attack. Die. He did attack. I drew Disarm and the barricade still performs. Could Reaper immediately as well, just to heal 6. Otherwise, we try to build up barricade later and then Reaper on maybe 3 attackers with the flex even. Could be true, yeah. Ow. Or I can just get out. I can also just get out now. Because if I play Bullet now and next turn I do like Shockwave Dropkick, Fin5 dies and I'm on 67 HP. One missing HP would never kill anyone, right? Yeah, one missing HP would never ever kill anyone, guys. That's why I should bash, because bash advanced the Penit. Oh, that's actually tough. Because this race immediately gives us a win once we exhaust down. Like you race Dropkick, Pommel Strike with the barricade, yeah, that blocks every single fight in the game. On the other hand, there's a second Shockwave, which is good. But it probably has to be raised, right? Because right now the biggest concern this deck has, yeah. Like, honestly, we even have Reapers that are concerned of breaking in some early in some fights. We cannot instant kill is no longer even a thing. As you can simply just Reaper back like all the chip damage. But the only concern here is that we somehow fall flat to the boss fights. And I think, yeah, I think the rage prevents the case of falling flat to the boss fight a lot better than second shockwave in this deck. Okay, cool. No! And yes, that is still the worst card. I definitely keep Ome with the 2 strength cards of the Reaper. And they also skill and power, so you can still second win in a way. If you see a second win. Ow! Infinite. Okay, here's when the Fusion Hammer is Giga chilling, you know, and I am not. I mean, I'm also kind of chilling, I have a Reaper, but you know. Here's when the Fusion Hammer is getting your free energy. This Purity is degenerate, is also decent, but at the same time I already have Elixir, so I don't really think I need this, yeah. If there exists a fight where I need to exhaust now extremely fast, which by the way is only one fight, I need to do that, which is exactly the hard fight, then I can just keep the Elixir until there. And then in every other fight, I think Elixir is just a bad thing to have in this deck. Not Elixir, the Purity. That doesn't make sense. I probably will pick the Apo though. I think this Apo is still quite strong. Like just upgrading block cards, yeah. Honestly, just upgrading block cards buys a lot of time with this barricade. And it's not that the other upgrades are so insignificant. There's like Shockwave upgrade and some Feedfire upgrade and a little bit of strength to improve the Reaper. I think the Apo is still good. His good instinct is cute, but yeah, probably not good enough. With the rage already. Without the rage it's okay though, but with the rage already probably not. Second technique button is also kind of cute, but probably not. I think I just take the Apo. So I didn't get the Golden Idol event here, yeah? Event quality is uncertain. We haven't seen the garbage event, but haven't seen the broken events either. Oh. Why do I have a rage? Can anyone explain why the rage is in my deck? Do I need to buy this though? Like this, the Abacus? I think buying the Abacus is just cool, yeah? I think I still go to the question mark. I think I still go to another question mark, and if we see Golden Idol, we can take the second shop as well. Otherwise, after this, we have more information and probably just take all 5. But yeah, for now, I just take like the Abacus remove, and then we could buy the drop pod. I will buy the drop pod. What's kind of this deck? I mean, you know what it is. Huh? Yeah, you know what the worst card in this deck is. But yeah, of course you buy drop pod. You can buy a second Shockwave as well instead of the drop pod. I don't think I care about second Shockwave too much, honestly, in this position. I go to this again. Red Mask right now we can even take, yeah. I have spent all my gold, so suddenly the event pool is one more decent event. Juzu Kias? Dead. It's not even key, you skip. Yeah, it's a raw skip, you want to skip the Juzu. Yeah, now you are dead. You go take normality and then go here, but I have a feeling that maybe that's not the best play, you know. We're fine against the Guardian, by the way. Hopefully we are. We win 26 each character. 26 for each character would give you like almost the world record on every single character at the same time. So no, it's 26 runs. People are good at this game, but not quite so good that you win. Also, what the hell is this draw? I mean, you can block, so I guess I block, but you know, it's 26 runs. 26 rotations would be 104 streak. So players are good, but not that good yet. Yeah, that you can win like 26 rotations in a row. I don't even have a card to choose with this hell. Like, what the hell? Like, how is this so bad? I mean, I can choose with the Feedfire. have a disarm plus now, yeah. If I draw into exactly barricade, you can store 5 block. Or defense plus in there, you can just leave them there. I got the uppercut with disarm, Guardian is doing nothing. I don't even want to play this offering honestly, but yeah, so I just squad. I don't even want to play the offering, so I just squad. Holy peace, right? Still better than Emulate, yeah? Now I can Reaper, yeah? I can never take damage and roll the full HP. It's actually slow though, as you can see, if the field fight doesn't land, and surprisingly enough, this offering into field fighting hasn't been landing. Even though you could expect it to land more often, yeah? The deck is not that big, we have a mega prep, we have 2 opponents trying to have an offering, so you would expect the field fire, the big field fire hand to happen like, pretty often. Considering we would have 2 of them. But it just hasn't landed, and then if I exhaust 1 by 1 with 2 wit, then it's like really slow. Also, yeah, the first, I mean, it's a bit cheating, no? Because if you count the rare relic from here, then you should also count the event relics, you know? It's essentially an event relic, you know? You go into an event, you get a relic that's not common. You do not roll this relic from a pool of commons and whatnot. So I wouldn't say this would be the first, yeah. It still doesn't really count, yeah, for the common relic drops. Go with 3 more attacks. Just bash here, right? Yeah. Wow. Seeing red only if I have Dark Embrace, really? I guess it can play a little bit with the draw pot turn, because I don't have 4 energy and no like flower or nunchaku or lantern. But I do have T set against the I have T set against the Spear and Shield. And against the heart, I don't really think this is seeing red is really doing that much. Just skip. Oh yeah, I did not see go, so this event will this shop will not be it will not go to the shop. I would think we set up the thing, yeah, and this guy dies instantly, which I kind of want this to die instantly. Goodbye. Go away. Sure. Well, we have the uppercut sundial, you can just exhaust the double pommel. So I no longer need any of this garbage, yeah? We can just exhaust the double pommel and then we can win. So the concern in here is dying instantly in the first cycle of the heart and getting chipped down with P and shield potentially. Which is a real concern, by the way. Yeah, where is corruption? It's true. If I know I get the uppercut sundial, then your corruption is just kind of sick. This impervious is not bad though. This impervious is still good, yeah, because you just buy time, and when you exhaust down, you always win, you know, with these relics. These relics say if you exhaust down, you always win. So this thing just buys you time to exhaust down. If you're getting hit by 60 against Spear and Shield, I can block for you. It's exactly the same logic as why I picked it in the first place. This elixir now. Oh, is that so weird because this potion definitely stays, yeah, and this potion is like so fast to exhaust down, but at the same time this buys time. It doesn't buy that much time. It's only 14 HP. There's no way elixir is worse than 14, right? There's no way elixir is worse than 14. We'll keep the thing. Okay, the real question is there any reason to walk into the shop right now because it sells 1 power? Yeah, is there any reason to walk into the shop because it sells 1 power? Yes or no? Because we go into there, find a Dark Embrace, and we win instantly. Or if you find Feel the Pain, you probably can also just block first cycle enough, yeah. Cannot remove though. And of course you can just find a card for free, and you have a lot of gold into Act 4 shop, so you can buy some good things. Probably not, right? Just go ahead and get the free card, yeah. I can keep killing the fights instantly here. I don't see why I would not do that. I mean, I can advance the thing a little bit, sure. I can advance the thing a little bit. It still kills if I want to kill. Otherwise I can do barricade, but like why? Second shockwave. We don't have that much energy, yeah? And then deploying this in the spear and shield. The first shockwave already applies Vaughn, so drop kick and land and feedback can like one shot. We don't have that much draw, yeah? Let's be a little bit objective here. This deck doesn't actually have that much draw. It has 2 bomb strike plus, which is a good thing I picked both in Act 1. It has 2 bomb strike plus, an offering plus, and the mega prep. And that is it. Draw pot 1 time, and draw pot is probably for the heart of spear and shield. So it's just like for 1 fight only. So we need to kill the other fight without the draw pot. Second shockwave of course means I can land weakness, but if you draw the Apo, you can already Apo into shockwave and the guy is weakened forever. And then after the phase or whatever, weakened 1 or time eater second phase is never a concern, yeah? Because you have like potentially the infinite. It's a bit hard to outpace time eater without evolve or dark embrace or second wind. If it constantly draws down, it's actually quite difficult for this deck to exhaust down. It is this plus my entire deck is green, no? It's not that I get out value by time eater or anything. And I also have a barricade. But yeah, if that is the way the fight progress. Yeah, how good is this shockwave draw in Act 4? I guess it's just the main question. Is the only weakness application, yeah? So if I bottom deck the other shockwave, then against the heart I don't have weakness first cycle. If I draw this arm, the weakness doesn't matter as much, though. It blocks around 17. Now I have better things to draw, right? I think I actually have just better things to draw than this second shockwave. And the first shockwave is still quite important, but I think we don't need the second one. With this deck. Cabinet Party on the summon 8 month special lord. Could be stupid, but I don't really think this is good. Just... Ancient Potion is to block first cycle of the heart, you can take it over Elixir. That is only a heart potion, no? The potion cannot be used for any other fight. But the Elixir could be used in Spear and Shield potentially. Artifact is only for the heart, and it only really works if we don't draw this arm already. If I do draw this arm, then again it blocks like around 15, 17, 20, which is, you know, not bad, but not that good. With the Reaper, yeah, with the freaking Reaper pen, the real concern is just getting one-shotted first cycle of heart, right? Because the output is already here. Nah, I should take the Ancient Potion, yeah. I should take the Ancient Potion over the Elixir. Without Elixir, are we fast enough against Heart though? Probably yes. I mean, the deck is still up with the defense and then the rage blocks a lot, and you can just exhaust down 1 by 1 with the True Wit. And once we get to the thing, then we can stay there until like 6 cycles or something, and it doesn't really matter that much because we block 9 and 9 and deal 200. So we need like 3 turns to kill the Heart after we exhaust down. No matter how much HP it has left, really. So yeah, I don't really think this Elixir is actually needed against the Heart at all. Okay, fine. So yeah, I should not keep this. But yeah, that's the second shockwave improves Spear and Shield all the hard fights basically. I think I just get Act 4 fights right now. So is this card a positive draw in Act 4? The second shockwave in this deck. Maybe it's just stupid to skip, but it's just weird because Bell Marbles already means that the shockwave lands already. First shockwave lands, and I don't care that much about weakness. I care a lot about vulnerable, but I don't actually care that much about weakness in Spear and Shield. And then I care a little bit about the weakness in the hard fight, but not that much. And I don't have that much energy, yeah? I'm not going to pick Bloodletting or Seeing Red from here. And again, as I said, the main way for exhausting down here is a feed fire, or anytime, and the feed fire is one-time use. So if you are drawing feed fire with not real cards, for example, the second shockwave, then suddenly it becomes a lot worse and a lot slower. No, I don't think this is good. Hopefully I'm not being like, extremely stupid. I don't really think this card is good. Could be stupid, hopefully not. Exhaust the whole thing. I don't need the bash in here, yeah? Because we can just double pommel. Yeah, I don't see why I would not just play the feed fire immediately and exhaust every single card. Penny Magabeko is very important to set up in Spear and Shield, by the way, so that if I draw one of the two feed fire stop, I kill them immediately. Without Penny Magabeko, it only deals like I'm not going to upgrade feed fire. Yeah? So without the Penny setup here, it only is going to deal 96 damage. Which I would need to draw a pot to even kill one. And it's not even the one I want to kill in the first place. Epic? No, like we have no freaking hand fuel. It's the same thing, you just draw the purity with the feed fire in the same hand, and what on earth are you doing? They're still slow as hell, and then it breaks the opening hand. As you don't draw into your offering, you still don't really accelerate in any way, shape, or form. But first, why do you want to redraw Bash? All those cards are bad, you know, every single thing's terrible. This is a little bit weird. I think it's actually this. It looks weird, but I think it's actually this. Overplaying Shockwave. Hopefully not stupid. I can exhaust the cards as well. Just take the 13, but Reaper is already exhausted, and next time I play Offering. Ow! Yeah, could play Draw Quick there, it doesn't really matter. Ow! You could also not play the Offering there, but it seems a little bit strange. It just seems a little bit weird, to not play the Offering. Now we can do this. Next turn I can do the other thing. And we go infinite, but I don't have Reaper anymore, so you know, this damage is staying. Yeah, Panic Button into Feed Fire. Feed Fire already killed, so like, that doesn't matter. Like, it messed up the thing when my Thunder was intact. I don't even know what that does, though, I'm not sure. Die. Oh. Okay, never mind. I'm taking it for fun. See, this is why Reaper is good, because you can play completely stupid lines and then, you know, nothing ever happens. Probably. You can play like completely horrendous lines and you're full HP. Another common relic. That one, I guess with the Akabeko combination now, it probably is not strong. It's compared to Vasra. As compared to Vasra. I have Apo now. I guess if we go here, I can upgrade Apo and then something else. But what on earth is even something else? Like the Shockwave, but I don't care about the Shockwave. We just lose one card reward, yeah? No way, right? So we don't have Apo upgraded in the boss gauntlet, but that's probably fine. Smooth piece even the 7-3 man special lock. Yeah, it's probably fine. Let's go this way. Ow. Why does every fight hurt so much? I mean, I know I can instant kill all of them right now, but I don't Reaper, which I kind of want to Reaper. Where's my barricade? I can 75 blocks if I don't instant kill this right now. It's not even so easy to kill later. I guess you can instant kill the baseball. Inflame versus disarm. Probably just play Inflame. One card away. Now I can never really reap this guy. It's freaking explode next turn. So let's just draw the other stuff. And then we Reaper back on the Spiker. Vulnerable does run out at some point, no? I guess it's all basically all my strength until we get to flex, but that's just not going to happen, right? So I Reaper now, yeah. Not quite full HP, but full enough. Full enough. Next time we feed 5 the Spiker and we have 9-2 perfect. If we find a Spiker, yeah, on it. Doing it right now. I guess you can play Pommel where Finfire is funny. Perfect, right? Setup. That is full heal. Not if you have to... Not if the Finfire constantly lines up with the Reaper, yeah? But it is for full heal. And no matter how much damage you take against Spear and Shield once you exhaust down... Actually, that's not true. Oh, that is a very fact because we don't have a Shrug or something. In order to block, we need to deal damage. In order to gain block from the uppercut, you actually need to deal damage and the enemy dies. In the Hardfire is not a good draw, but in the Spear and Shield is... I would say in Spear and Shield, this card is still a very, very strong thing to have in the deck. As an insurance in case you break, and the Reaper can still be full. Okay, fine. Double question marks here. We already saw Red Mask now is no longer good. Yeah, we already saw the My Bloom Sensory Stone. So Madden is still in there, Red Mask still in there, Obaka is in there as well, and Golden Idol. So it's a 50-50. Usually you go to 2 question marks, you get 1 good event and 1 bad one. Yeah, I don't care. I think we just sacrifice. That's an amazing hand with Panip, Akabeko. Even we are already infinite. Yeah, excellent hand, and then you get like 4 dazes and get a destroy or what. Should I be responsible and play Shockwave, or do I just block this whatever damage? I should probably be responsible. Okay, let's be responsible. Trans attack? Absolutely not. Yeah, why on earth would Trans be attacked? We had a lot of daisies. Ain't no barricade in play, so I think we'll play it off. Okay, I can Reaper now. And now we already have 99 armor. Understand, right? Oh, okay, this potion is absolutely taken at 3 common attacks. Over what though? Do we claim that we are strong enough that this artifact pod is never going to be stronger than draw pod? The game was certainly stronger than draw pod, yeah? But is artifact pod stronger than draw pod? I would say it's no, because there's a decent chance, especially with the spot weakness, there's a decent chance we just walk through Spear and Shield without using a single pod. And if that's the case, I think I would prefer to have the combo draw pod game plus blue, and we just choose our hand on turn 1 or turn 2 of the hard fight. And this deck has enough output that we don't like die first cycle even from only like 60 HP or so. Yeah. And of course it's a more flexible potion combo because as I said, the artifact pod is only against the heart. Against Spear and Shield, if you're like Giga Bricking, you cannot use artifact pod to save you. So this guy is a little bit unpleasant, but I guess we still do this. No more Reaper is only on 46, yeah. But there are some bricks in here. Okay, I didn't draw the bricks. I'm still full HP, I should play that in order to actually kill this with 2 attacks. Otherwise it will go 1 damage off. Garbage. Unless you tell me it's time for... like, what is it time for? The headbutt, or to headbutt the feed fire in case the feed fires are on the bad times. And the close side actually have weakness, but we already skip a shockwave. Yep. And then I come back go against this, and once again, exactly the same Nemesis fight. The last Nemesis is also like this, so we draw a feed on turn 1, Penny is on 9, and yeah, goodbye. Rich. This is a little bit more interesting. This is a little bit more interesting. The second true grid is speeding up a little bit, but the shock and off gives you payoff without dealing damage. Yeah, so this actually gives you. It buys time better than true grid anyway in the first place, and then it gives you like full heal and speed and shield. They're actually full heal. Whatsoever? No, it has a Reaper, so no. You can have Reaper and literally curses, yeah, and then it will still be fine. And the Peace Strike is still the Peace Strikes are still better than curses. But yeah, this Shrug It Off is actually giving you a way to build block with the Spear and Shield without killing the other one. It's like you burst the Spear down and then the Shield hits you for like 30 or something, but you always leave the fight with full, with the Shrug. Because you have Reaper spot weakness and you can block with the Shrug instead of having to double pommel. Looping, this is literally for one fight. It's exactly for Spear and Shield, yeah, to make sure that I leave with full HP after one of them is dead. I wonder how much I should prepare for that exact case, because AoE is really so fast against the heart if I don't take the second true grid. I mean, kind of fine with the barricade and a bunch of upgrade, the block, like even just exhausting now a little bit, even without the true infinite. Yeah, we can just rage a bunch and then pommel just only blocks quite a decent amount. All the defense are green. It's not weakened forever though, because I don't have a second shockwave for some reason. Don't ask me why. But I don't think it's that bad. Especially with these pots. I think I just take the shot. I think I take a shot. I don't think we should play Feed Fire here though, so I should probably just uphold Shockwave. And play this fight a little bit slower. 3. That's not good by the way, because the other hit means that we just get ourselves one more turn for free. Because I could have full blocked the other hit. That's fine. Not that it's doing so much of anything either. You know. I don't even know why I played the flex, but I did. Yeah, because I will land the Reaper, it's true. I don't think this deck just has enough output, as you can see here. We are not exhausting our infinite, but in the meantime we block for a lot with this quick debuff, fully debuff the enemy. And we deal like 1 billion damage and now I have 8 strength. So we really need to exhaust out the infinite to win the fight. Waiting here cannot break and we set Sundial to 2. Not that it matters so much, but it could matter against Time Eater a little bit. Would like this guy to give me an uncommon power. And like, feel no pain, I embrace evolve. Yeah, this evolve now would be good. Evolve now would be excellent. So if it can come back, it would be nice. Actually, it's not vulnerable as I can guess another 2 here with this block. Okay, getting better. Entrance minus, no way. Entrance minus, absolutely no chance. Entrance plus, though, this is green. Entrance minus, no way. We don't need entrance minus, but this is green. It's green. And it just allows me to play a fight without having to land good Fiend Fires, is the thing. They just make me win fight without having to land good Fiend Fire. And if the enemy shuffling in status is like, your Time Eater can outplace with the drawdown, and Spear and Shield can outplace with the burn somehow. And Trent's still here. yeah, only have 99 block, but you know, oh, it technically just this icon, you know, it's a plus. It says plus. And you have been watching me for a while, you know how I fall for this every time it says plus, so I pick. How hard can I break here? I don't think second Gambler's Rule is actually better than draw pot Gambler's Rule though. Is that true? Probably is true. how is that true actually? Because with the offering we can just choose a hand with 10 cards with the double thing, yeah, but the draw pot doesn't play. And the only reason is that you can draw pot into the Gambler's Rule to force the Fiendfire hand, but second Gambler's Rule two Gambler's Rule can also do that. Yeah, second Gambler's Rule is just stronger, right? With the offering plus the field hand already, I don't see why. Actually, no, I do see one exact scenario is that the draw pot makes the Fiendfire stronger, yeah, but the not for exhaust, for damage. Because you have Penip Akabeko set up before Spear and Shield, and here's a draw pot to actually one shot. But without the draw pot, it doesn't one shot. So how much damage is that we can calculate now? Fiendfire base is 8. It's 7 plus 1, yeah? So it goes to 16 with Akabeko. 16 it becomes 24, right? Oh, actually, no, 16 becomes 32. And 32 is times 6, 160. Okay, it already kills. Yeah, it already. If you draw a Fiendfire on turn 1, it already one shots the guy, yeah? Yeah, it already one shots the. Only one shot the spear. Because of the Vajra. Without the Vajra, it actually doesn't kill. Good job, Vajra. So I can just take second number 2. Honestly, the only thing I see this doing is that it is front load block for me to. It just buys time. It buys quite a bit of time, to be fair. In the hard fight, exactly in the hard fight, I don't care about any other fight. I think every single other fight we are going to be okay. Yeah? But specifically for the hard fight, Legends and Trends, in theory, buys a bit of time. In practice, not so sure, but like one extra card for this deck, but this card blocks it a lot, so it's not even so bad. It's probably okay. It's green, you know, it's green. You know me, I fall for the green. Even though I literally have an apple in the deck, sometimes I don't even play the apple though. It's green. Yeah, what do you want me to do? It's freaking upgraded. If I play the Bashi, I no longer have vulnerable after Shockwave runs out. I think after Shockwave runs out, we kind of win the fight though. So probably just Impervious into Fiendfire now. So how is this? Next time it's always doing one of the nasty attacks. So do we just calm down and play Arpo Flame Barrier, or do I try to keep going with some Rage Pommel? I think I just be patient, right? So we play Arpo Flame Barrier, yeah? This turn is always does a nasty attack. Yeah, nice and trench. Amazing job. It's okay though, we can stay here until full HP if we can exhaust down. So do I block this 8 or not? And yes, I will still play Shockwave Disarm, yeah? I'm not going to play like defend to entrench. Next time we only draw 4 with Disarm plus, the barricade is not here yet. Exhausting in Flame, we're saving 8. Exhausting in Flame. Ow! Here's the barricade. I did not draw the offering, that was what I was a little bit afraid of. And now we're fine. This time we have the other curse, it's still, yeah, it doesn't even attack. And we can exhaust everything. If I draw Reaper now, I can just play the Reaper. It's dead, by the way, in case you're wondering. I feel like I should heal up a little bit instead of just killing it, instead of being trigger happy versus lethal. Let's not be too trigger happy, you know? Let's just heal up a little bit. That said though, this is kind of enough. And now I can kill it still. My relics are ruined. I can also not ruin my relics and actually play... Die. Before I fall, I cannot be lazy. Like before Spear Shield, I actually need to set up Penip, but you know, Tabito can just move on, like go away. I don't know, the fight is safe, I'm just lazy. The fight is totally safe, there's no real danger at all. I'm just a little bit lazy. This Immolate is killing both of these in Horn Refund, and then... What? Now if I play Barricade, I'm taking damage, and then it could in theory multi-hit me in my face and I'm sad. I don't die though. Yeah. The flame is not needed, yeah, so just play this. Yeah, I could do the other thing first, I don't really care. It's fine, it should already be under control. Aqua is not even needed to be played. Just do the comfy line, you know? This. If flash there, it doesn't matter. It literally does not. Can play the Inflame now, but like why? I don't see why. And yeah, with the enchant controlling this fight, they're very comfy. Yeah? And then we just spot it and weakness it up. Reaper back to full HP and then set up the relics perfect and then everything's good. Everyone's happy, except the wicked one. This guy is not very happy, but you know, I am happy. How to heal? No, it doesn't matter. Like, we will spoken this until everything one shots anyway, later on. Anyway, just sit here until you know, my spot weakness becomes stronger. And exhaust the shockwave. Probably not, it deals too much damage when I play Pommel. I'll be happy, I'm not going to let him be happy though. And be sad. I just stay and be sad forever. In fact, I will exhaust the power, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can see that exhausting now for this deck is actually quite slow without some Dark Embrace or whatever. Which is why having the enchant to even alternate way to delay the hard fights, I don't think it's so bad. If it's free, because the Apple is not guaranteed to be in play. And enchant minus is absolutely not good enough, yeah? But enchant plus is. Oh, is this full here already? It is. We need to advance panic to 9, no? Extremely important, and this actually is it actually is insanely important. But this one I cannot be too lazy. Like whenever I can go 9 because Spear and Shield, in case we draw one of the feed fights on turn 1, it one shots the Spear immediately. In the meantime, we are infinite, of course, but you know, that's not super important. I should probably just get rid of the dropkick, to be honest. Or the struck. Why don't I care about the struck? Oh, actually, oh, I see why I care. Okay, too bad. It's too late now. It's fine. Yeah, without the struck, it's actually a little bit annoying to control Thunder when you have a crap load of strength. Who's my favorite? Uma Musume? I haven't played in a long time. Who do I like? Maybe Haru. Yeah, maybe Haru. Yeah, dropkick, screw dropkick, right? Dropkick can go away. I go away, dropkick. I can kill with 3 attacks now, yeah? Actually, no, I cannot. without the bash in hand immediately at least. So how about now? I play bash into the pommel and this goes to 2, right? And then second pommel will kill. So it's perfect. I don't have a void. Yeah, 9-2. Gremlin doesn't screw me, right? Right? Gremlin does not screw me with the sundial. I mean, the idea is the thing that matters more anyway. Okay, it doesn't screw me. Yeah, I think if they are cultists, I will lose the sundial. But if the cultists are not here, there's no animation, so the fight just ends. I may play RTS game like Warcraft, Starcraft, not seriously. Also, the vast majority of my time in Warcraft was to play custom maps, like, you know, a lot of Dota, but a lot of other things as well, like the tower defenses and some RPGs in there. Like Warcraft 3 was like my entire teenage years, you know? Like I just played Warcraft with my friends. A bunch of custom maps and some Dota 2, and some original Dota. Oh yeah, with Apple. Oh, it sounds like complete hot garbage. At least there's a remove. You can buy a power to hope to find another power underneath, but let's just get 7 bucks, yeah. And then under this there's another relic. Sometimes you can buy the relic, but usually you probably just remove. Yeah, I don't care about this relic, it doesn't do anything. Go away. And there's nothing else to do here, yeah. Move on. Offering top deck. Ah, the entrench. There's also a feed fire though, you know. Exhausting both pommels is okay. Yeah, exhausting both pommels is actually okay. So we do impervious and trench, and I guess we can impervious true wit and trench is the feed fire is still killing. Here's 4 energy and then the thing will do it, yeah. So we do the true wit got rid of this, so the thing is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 160. 160 is not enough. If it also exhausts true grit, are we okay or not? I mean, kind of. My whole deck is green. Yeah, I can still just block it. That's okay, yeah. We do impervious and trench, stream fire, and that is it. I can play in flame, I guess. But yeah. If I play in flame, I cannot play a 2 cost if I draw into it, but there's no 2 cost in here I care about. Maybe the bash. I can keep the rage around, but I don't even know why. Top lock? Now we have spot weakness. We have spot weakness. But yeah, sure. I just I guess we inflame infinite fire then. We'll keep the rage around as well, but I don't really care. Yeah, we have spot weakness, as he said. It's fine, we can still attack. And setting up Penny is not important in the hard fight, it can be whatever. Sundial a little bit more important, but honestly I don't care that much. Panic button here, next one probably will cost me similar amount of block. I'm not doing more block, but I'm just going to exhaust it. Can just feed fire this away, right? That's the only exhaust I have left. There's no true grit, but that's fine. I can just feed fire all of this. I can keep the flame barrier as well if you want to, but I don't really care. And yeah, because we have entrench, we are allowed to play a line like this. Honestly, even without entrench, it's like fine, but you know, entrench make is like totally safe. There's literally nothing I can go wrong. And I don't care about Relic setup, so we can just get the hell out. Whenever, you know. I care about Sundial a little bit, so I guess I can keep Sundial. The Penny I don't know. Penny I don't care. Cannot kill this turn, no? And then next turn I shuffle again. So I guess we have to stay here for a bit. Unless it kills. Oh, it does kill. It does kill. Die. Is any of these worth considering? I can choose with if anything really. Because I mean, yes, our exhausting is pretty slow. Yeah, it's not that fast if the Fiend Fire doesn't land. How damn is second true grid? Only if 4 energy, but if Sundials, you can get energy while exhausting now a couple of times as well. The Silver Soul, I don't think it's good enough. Yeah, I don't really think Silver Soul is good enough. We don't have that much energy, and I still need to build a little bit of block with barricade in the. Without the Dark Embrace of Funeral Pain, yeah. And we do still need a bit of front load block because there's no artifact. How is second true wit really? Because maybe it's not so bad. Yeah, we just have enough energy to do like double pommel into 2 true wit or like some shrub or something on entrench. I just that we don't need to exhaust down fully though. Now that I have an entrench, you don't need to actually exhaust down fully. You can exhaust to like 10 casts or something and still win like, very convincingly. Is it? Not at all. Like what do you mean? This is maybe the hard fight that I have the most chance to die in. I don't even know, that last like 15 runs or something. Maybe 10 runs. I don't remember when the Fusion Hammer run into like 5 energy no draw was, yeah. But that one was risky. This is why I can't see a way I can lose. But you can go back to check the previous run. You see like when I went to the hard fight on the other runs is basically 0%. There's like absolutely 0% I can even remotely get close to dying. But this hard fight I can't see a way I can die. Which is why I still need to think a little bit. Situation die here. The Fiend Fire never lines up. Like both Fiend Fire stuck together. My offering misses. We cannot exhaust down. You do realize that if this deck doesn't exhaust down, it doesn't actually have that much to kill the hard with, right? We do have some damage, and that is it. But we are not so. When the heart hits you for like 650, yeah, you die. You understand that, right? We still haven't finished exhausting down, at least getting close. The deck doesn't draw many cards, and we have 4 energy. And Relic support is not actually a lot. If you don't think that you can realistically die in here, I would say that you need to re-evaluate a little bit. Not that the chance to die is high by any means, the chance to die is really low. But it is here. It's not 0%. It's pretty hard though, which is why I'm thinking like, what is the case that realistically I can die here, so I should play around that. And does the second true wit make it better or worse when I get a draw there that I could realistically die with? Because with the Gameless Brew, we can always force one Fiend Fire to separate from each other, yeah? But if without the headbutt, if we top deck both Fiend Fires and then bottom deck the offering, then it doesn't line up with the offering turn. Unless I immediately use the Gameless Brew and then we open like another can of worms. I could just break. First cycle. So when is it more likely? Is it like losing too much HP first cycle and then die instantly second cycle? Or deck is too slow and because don't forget, the hard freaking shuffle is 5 garbage and we cannot draw through the garbage. This deck doesn't have an evolve. It doesn't have Dark Embrace, doesn't have evolve, it doesn't draw through the garbage. It negates the offering, you know? The offering draws 5 cards and the hard puts in 5 testers, that's effectively an offering. So is it more likely I die because I'm too slow in third or fourth cycle? Or is it more likely I die because I die instantly first cycle? I think I should not take the Century with. I don't really think, I don't really see like what is this really doing. The Silver Soul is absolutely not good though. I mean, I can see one way for it to perform, but at the same time we do want to keep like some of these cards as well and don't have the energy to do like pommel into Silver Soul. That doesn't even block anything. Yeah. So we leave ourselves wide open and don't have that much HP. Let's just skip. Yeah, like this order, for example. And today, if you ask like 2 runs this month, then maybe. We gamble immediately. There's no way I pass my turn. There's absolutely zero chance I pass my turn, so we definitely gamble immediately. And I don't see any reason they would keep these things, so even though, yes, of course I can draw into barricade. But we gamble 6. I gamble 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I keep the apple. Yeah, you tell me there's no chance to die. Like GG, yeah, GG. GG. Any GGers in the chat? My shockwave is not here, my barricade is not here, my offering is not here, my disarm is not here. And now if I use a second gambler's rule, I don't have a way to deal with the status turn. So the heart is not weakened, not disarm, I don't have any power set up. And if I use a second gambler's rule, then we cannot... I think what should happen here is that we just play the Finfire now. Yeah, I think we should just play the Finfire now. Wait, what? What did you just threw it away a card first and then play the Finfire after? Like, what the hell? So you play True Wit, Apple, and then Finfire, yeah? I think what is for... that is what should happen here. And because drawing into offering this turn from this position is actually not that good. And with this, with this Finfire hand, at least you can exhaust away like 3 defense. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's definitely not a good thing. We're still fairly tanky, yeah? But I just hope that we can disarm the multi-hit, otherwise it gets really complicated. If we cannot Finfire, if we cannot disarm the multi-hit, it actually gets extremely terrible. So I hope that I can disarm the multi-hit. But yeah, barricade late and both of these are bottom deck. Like, the entrance also is we draw the deck upside down at the moment. As a gambler again, I would ban you. I know your sub is probably not even your real sub, yeah? It's probably gifted. So please shut up. I do not need your input. And yeah, throw it into Apple Finfire. You make it first. This arm is here, so next time we take 0, yeah? But this one already Calcum is doing something. The problem in playing Pommel here is I can draw into the void, and then I can no longer barricade this arm. Next time we take 0, but afterwards it's actually quite difficult to build up block. And then the second cycle happens. I cannot use the thing here, right? But do I go low enough? I cannot play offering because that would be the real horrendous thing that I cannot play my offering. So how low do I go here? I play this arm barricade. I'm not Pommel last because you can draw into Shockwave in the second cycle, you still need a little bit. And offering right now is not good. Like drawing the offering right now is just bad. So we play disarm to barricade, yeah? And then if we disarm, it goes down to... This is losing 50-50, by the way. With the disarm in hand, this turn is losing 50-50. So so far, like, everything about this fight is terrible. That draw is horrendous, and the pattern is bad. And we don't really have relic support, yeah? So everything in here is from cards. Disarm to barricade, it goes down to 43, 64, so we take 58 damage, 62, and we go to 13. That is still fine. Next time we take 0. So every play offering we go to 5 HP and that's still okay. The thing about not playing the pommel here is that it can be too slow, because there's no feed fire in here, you know, and a bunch of garbage to draw through. But we do have barricade to store block 1 turn, we do have entrance redraw. Orichalcum actually played, that's crazy. You would not expect Orichalcum to play this deck, but it is playing. You know, because without the Orichalcum, actually go too low to play the offering, yeah? But with Orichalcum, you play offering and go to 5 HP instead of like -1. So we just disarm barricade and turn over, because I don't think combo here should happen. Yeah, here we can build up a little bit of block. Okay, offering now. That means I cannot use the Gambler's Rule together. We can exhaust down or exhaust all the garbage and maybe get a little bit of rage block. Got to 4 energy, so it's still like what Shockwave. I guess Flame Barrier is not so needed, yeah. The other choice is saving the offering, but that seems incredibly stupid. I want to exhaust like the 3 garbage now. Oh. We can still exhaust the 3 garbage. This draw is once again quite bad, but next turn I do have the Sundial energy. Or do I want to force the issue now? Because it could force the issue now with Gambler's Brew for like 4 cards. I want to keep the rest though. So I put Gambler's Brew for 1, 2, 3, 4 here. And then play, otherwise next turn we will up the Abacus and it's still weakened, yeah? And I still have the Gambler's Rule next turn, just better next turn, man. Like why on earth go now? We exhaust, we play like Flame Barrier, Slime, Inflame. I don't get my Rage block, but next turn I do have the Abacus Sundial energy here. And then we can do Shockwave, Formal Strike, and then maybe do a Gambler's Rule or something. I still have Fiend Fire. And then we can get to the Entrance, Impervious, Panic Button. Yeah, I mean, sure, right? Sure, right? Yeah, Flame Barrier, Slime Inflame, and just exhaust. His damage is irrelevant, by the way, the Flame Barrier damage to the heart. The only thing I care about right now is to not die second cycle. But yeah, Sundial energy actually matters. I should play Shockwave. Okay, the Entrance is here. It does mean this Gambler's Brew, and here is when you can see the draw pot would actually be stronger than Gambler's Brew, yeah? Because the draw pot actually allows me to force a Fiend Fire hit and then it wins the fight immediately. But for now, we have to play the slow way. It's like True Wit, Defend, Entrance probably. I don't think I should keep drawing here. And then we still have like Impervious, Panic Button here. And second, next cycle it doesn't deal that much damage. With the Apo, yeah, we go up to how much here? This is 7, is 6, 13, 46 block, 44 block. 44 block with 8 is never going to die next cycle at least. And it's still fully debuffed, and then we can go down to close to infinite. And yeah, that's what the Enchant is doing. I mean, it literally is this job. Oh, I can Panic Button here. You can Panic Button here and just Fiend Fire away some cards, but or you can also Flame Barrier Panic Button because the Fiend Fire here only exhausts 2 cards. You can also not Panic Button here, yeah? Because next turn you do have the Impervious, probably it's the same thing. We can deal another 90 damage, which also doesn't really matter. And here you can see draw pot is stronger. If you have the draw pot right here, you already win. Yeah, because you didn't top deck exactly offering, that's the thing. If you top deck offering without block cards, then you cannot play it, and then you are sad. And we did draw block cards, we did not take the beat of death. And yeah, so you could play the offering safely. But you can see here, a draw pot I already win the fight. But this is not a draw pot, so the fight is not over. Next one is only doing 35, so it's a total 88, which means if you play barrier panic button, it cannot ever die. This is self-cycle and this is exhaust. The thing is that I still want to exhaust my impervious next turn. What if I just... one energy shot. I kind of need to build a little bit more block, is that even true? But leaving the Fiend Fire later until the Pommel Strike just wins the fight instantly, though, because right now the Fiend Fire doesn't... I mean, if I play the Fiend Fire now, I still need to do some crap, you know? If I play the Fiend Fire now, I still need to like... to win a bunch of times and maybe entrench up. No, I think we play Flame Barrier Panic Button and not play the Fiend Fire. Just leave the burn in here. Hopefully not stupid. So we gain 50, so it's 103, 103. Okay, I'm still fine next turn. Oh, my block goes away though, unless I Gambler's Brew for 7 next turn or something. For 5 next turn or something. But I need to save Gambler's Brew for the Pommel Strike to land with the Fiend Fire. I mean, Flame Barrier deals another 200, but it literally does not matter. The damage is irrelevant. And yeah, positive draw is just good. Cannot really realistically chase a kill here, so I do not do anything and we just get let the block go away. And this one is literally does not matter, yeah? So the only question is whether exhaust impervious now or not. Seems very strange because this is just a good draw, you know? It's simply just a good draw. Unless I double pommel into the Fiend Fire, but if that is the case, I probably already win the fight. If I can double pommel into a Fiend Fire turn. On the other hand, the impervious here can actually allow me to do impervious and entrench to buy another cycle. Shipping artifact here doesn't matter, we don't need dropkick in this fight to win. So probably not. I probably don't play anything here. I probably don't play a single card. And just keep all the block. Okay, Diablo's block. Oh, that is good, that is good. This is probably landing double combo into Fiend Fire next turn, then we can win like instantly. And it's still weakened, yes, I cannot die next turn because the entrance block is buying me time. Exactly what it's picked for. Okay, we are probably fine. I mean, okay, no second combo here into the Fiend Fire, but Fiend Fire with this hand is still good enough, yeah. Is it good enough? Because next turn is doing not weaken thing, and if I don't gamble for 2 right now, I guess if I gamble for 2 now, I can draw into the second pommel, another pommel, and then I'm actually like Giga set because the dropping doesn't work. You can pommel struck though, but if I just Fiend Fire this hand immediately, then how is it? Because we go down to next one is only 90 and the impervious still then change. Okay, we're fine. This is already winning. yeah, GG. Free fire, look at how free it is. You see how free this fight is? Freaking hell. I mean, the Entrench did its job though. It was picked exactly for this thing. It was literally picked for this one thing, and so it did its job. It would for your Entrench. And now we are infinite. And you know, you also see why I say that I can imagine a scenario where I die in this fight. It is very possible. I do not underestimate the heart. I do not underestimate the heart. I have played enough fights in here and know like, how I can die. We actually drew freaking upside down and lost the first 50-50. That's like kind of insane, right? Just how it goes sometimes. But I store enough resources that still didn't die even with all of that. Sunlight energy also matters. Yeah? Sunlight energy matters. Or Recalcum made it that I did not have to. I actually could play the line ended because I had Orichalcum. If I didn't have Orichalcum, playing like just disarm barricade on turn 2 is a little bit risky. Because there's a very real chance that I could just draw an offering and cannot play on turn 3 or turn 4. So it actually helps a lot. Although freaking Waffle also helps. Exactly the same thing. Now this kind of HP buffer gives me enough room to play the line ended because the line ended was still safe. Yeah, the line ended was at the end of the day was still safe, which is why I went for it. I mean, that is why having broken Relic is still good. Yeah? The deck is quite strong. It's not broken because the deck lacks a Dark Embrace or a second wind, like just something to make the thing a little bit faster. The deck is not giga busted broken. It is strong enough, but at the same time you don't have that much Relic support to cover for super low rolls. Yeah? Not that these Relics are bad, mind you. This Relic is very good. This Relic is like fine. This combo kills me and you instantly, so it's not bad. I mean, because these are infinite and whatever. But you don't have the Incense Burner, you don't have the Horn Cleave, you don't have the Pantograph. Pantograph in this fight doesn't really matter. You don't have Artifact, you don't have Lizard Tail. So when the deck is reliant on the cards themselves, yeah, you just need to draw in exactly the order you don't want to draw and everything sucks. And yes, we did actually draw like freaking upside down in the first cycle in the hard fight. Like completely upside down. Like Power's bottom deck, the setup bottom deck. At least we didn't bottom deck the disarm. Yeah, bottom decking Offering, bottom decking Shockwave, top decking Impervious, Panic Button, Entrench. And then immediately becomes a bit spooky. Assuming similar draw the attack order and no Entrench, how would I play the fight in that case? I would need to be faster. So I think what would happen in that case is that I would not even play the Offering first cycle, which is risky. But I would need the Offering to actually land with one Fiend Fire. Now this way, this version of the fight I did not actually need to play Offering on the Fiend Fire at all, yeah? Because one Fiend Fire exhausts some defense first cycle, and then the other Fiend Fire can just land with the Promo Strike as well as okay. Because the Entrench buys enough time. But without the Entrench, I would actually need to make sure the Offering lands with Fiend Fire, so the first cycle, the second cycle would be a lot riskier. Which is also why I didn't take the second True Witch, yeah? Because that's the case I was thinking about when I talk about like how realistically we can die in the hard fight. Because when you are missing your Offering on the Fiend Fire, the True Witch simply is just not a good card. It seems weird because, if you're not exhausting that many cards with the Fiend Fire and you want the True Witch to actually exhaust some cards, but no. But you actually want in that case, that the Offering doesn't land with the Fiend Fire, is that you draw your freaking Entrench with good block, and then it buys it one entire cycle. Instead of drawing True Witch to exhaust one card, that doesn't have the payoff until like 3 cycles. Is that you draw the first True Witch, you exhaust the card, okay, it's negative, and then second cycle is draw neutral, and the third cycle it becomes positive. Yeah, you can just play 3 Entrench instead and stabilize the fight. Like exactly what happened. You play 3 Entrench and stabilize the fight. Which is why second True Witch is not picked here. Yeah? Because the bad case when Offering doesn't land with Fiend Fire is exactly when you don't want the second True Witch in your deck. So don't let your guard down, unless you have like giga broken relics to make sure you cannot die in the first 2 cycles of hard. Do not underestimate the fight. It's dangerous. And just because normally we want to this fight, we just storm it to nothing, We want into here, just like fool around, play whatever cards and then feed. Doesn't mean that the fight is going to walk over, You always need to look at your relic bar and understand how strong you actually are. So I'm moving with the 750 max, which is a lot. There's corruption. If I have corruption, then honestly not much matters here. I just need to survive first cycle and then immediately have Sundial Infinite. The moment I have the Sundial and the Abacus, the corruption simply just good. I picked the Impervious over the corruption. I mean, I'm not sure that's still true or not though, because the impervious can be the thing that stole first cycle here, but probably not. With 2 gamblers rule, probably corruption is stronger. Because you can always just find your you can just find your disarm, you know, and then after the first cycle your deck barely has any cards in it anymore, and then you just be infinite immediately. You will just become infinite immediately with a double combo. Unexpected, and we'll pass on 2 months, which is a lot. Oh yeah, I can check the power. Oh yeah, you say the power shop 41 is like here. You can also buy some powers in the end shop, you know, to see. And this fight is shorter, you don't even need to kill. Ah. Well, that is why you shop, yeah? It's even on sale. It's on sale. I mean, I did talk about it. You go to the shop because it sells 1 power, so it could be Field of Pain Dark Embrace. The chance is not even so low, yeah? I think the chance, when you go to the shop, the chance of you hitting is like around maybe like 15% or so. I don't even remember how many powers the Ironclad has. I think it's like 14, but there's some weighted rarity as well, so yeah, like 15% or something you get under the run winning powers on this floor. Besides that, you cannot buy anything else, so you cannot even remove, which is why I did not go here in the first place. We can try here though. We can try this guy. Okay, that is a little bit worse. If you dig 4 powers deep, you still get your thing. So will you add like 2 curses to your deck in order to get an evolve in a Dark Embrace? Honestly, I don't know. It seems a little bit strange. Because once again, the case where you die in the hard fight is that you die like basically instantly, you know. And I have a feeling that this doesn't really help your case of not dying instantly that much. I mean, these cards are good. But again, you have 2 more bricks. Hard to say. Having feet, not just not having feet. The relic bar is also extremely mediocre. I mean, we can see how many commons we have. What, 1, 2, 3. Because this is good. So after this, how many are good? Like this is amazing. And then afterwards, these are just early game. I don't care about this too much. You could claim that this kills Spear and Shield, but honestly, I don't really think we need this combo against Spear and Shield that much. It's like strong enough to kill them without the combo. It just make the combo. It just make it very convenient to play. Yeah, we have Reaper full heal. Turn 1, they can still deal a billion damage, and we take a bit maybe on turn 2, and it doesn't really matter. So these are again, honestly, just early game. This Orrery was Dropkick Fiendfire, not the worst, not the best though. It's like okay, it's pretty good. There's a Fiendfire. I paid for it though, but you can still claim this maybe a good one. So like 1 broken one, 1 good one, and then at the end of the day, this doesn't matter. As I honestly, I don't even know why I bought it. I guess I just bought it because I don't have a struck. I guess it's fair. I don't have a struck, and the rage is not so. I don't always want to keep the rage in there. It's like I buy a soft remove, and also makes it that your win condition in boss fights are not easy to execute. You just exhaust down, you always win. And then you're here, okay, infinite, sure, it's not needed, but it's here. It did play though, the 2 energy did play in the hard fight, first shuffle, which actually kind of matter. And also claim this relic is good. And then these are doing like, not much. These are something, like the small thing, again, I bought the small thing here and it's also playing the hard fight one time because we do so terrible. But overall quality, very mediocre, yeah, for a 20 relic bar. There's a lot of commons. Actually, just like a lot of common relics and not much else. Take a 99 hitting the shop. I mean, we already saw the shop though. I guess if you take 99 here, the shop would be a little bit different, but then there's a normality in the thing, and I don't really want to play these fights with normalities. And yes, I know why you want to hindsight, because we eventually get a courier. So yeah, so you take the 99, eventually you see courier, and then you can buy some stuff. But that takes too much effort. I think I can beat Watch your PvP with Clan. I mean, yes, but Whether this trick will get there or not, who knows. And Ironclad can, I already say this, Ironclad is strong enough to get more than that number. It's like 50 or something. Not necessarily this trick and not necessarily me, but the character, the Ironclad. If the character doesn't win like around 95% or something at least, yeah, then 50 trick is simply just not going to happen. But I am claiming right now that the Ironclad as a character, not as me as a player, maybe it's me as a player, but I don't know. I'm just claiming objective strength of Ironclad is better than 95%. At least 95, like probably stronger. So, you know. If enough people play enough runs with high enough quality, the 50 streak will just happen. Not necessarily this one. Like, a lot of people misunderstand when I say this thing, is that I say the Ironclad, but people just understand that I claim that, okay, this streak will be 50. That is not what I'm saying. And yes, I'm explicitly saying that right now. Yeah, that is literally not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying that this character is strong enough. So if people keep playing this game, it will just happen. But yeah, this we can die anytime. A little bit could have died inside the hard fight. We'll roll a little bit lower. Okay, not a little bit. I need to roll a lot lower. Because I still have a second game loss pool. And the attack pattern, we also did not even get good attack patterns here, yeah. So if I roll, if I low roll maybe 3 more times in this fight, I would actually die. So, you know, there was a chance. A very tiny chance, but it was there. Optimization, of course there are optimizations. In fact, the whole thing about this, the current Ironclad, is that you optimize Act 1 a little bit more and then you get away with like all of the bullshit. You know. You just get a little bit extra out of Act 1, you know, you can take like a lot out of the tiny bit you get out of Act 1. So of course there are optimizations. If you ask whether there are new ideas or not, then who knows? The new ideas for how the character should be played and whatnot, and I don't know. But yeah, if you ask like, can we get better? Yeah, of course we can. Yeah, thanks for watching guys, as always. See you.